How are you? Just waiting for the image to come up. Fingers crossed. I know by the timeline roughly. We're at 10 seconds, 3 seconds. G'day, hello, and grand rising. Oh no, what has happened? Why are you facing the wrong way, lovely? You're facing the holder. That is not correct. Oh no! G'day, hello, grand rising. How are you? It is a very overcast day here in Victoria. I'll wait for that image to load up. How are you? Can you see my face? Can you hear my voice? Oh, where have you been? Oh, my life. Oh, my life. Where have you been all my life? That looks shocking. Alright, so please excuse me while I fiddle with the camera. Would you like to see more of the table, or would you like to see more of my head? I don't know that you want to see my head. Allow me to... By the way, the music that you're listening to is my own music that I've recorded. It is the 30-minute sound, the M&M 30-minute sound. I've got it playing now at 50%, so it's not that quick. And I'm just going to start it again because why not? Okay, Leo. Hold on. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius. How are you? It's my hope that this message finds you well. It is my hope that the other day when I was supposed to get the message out that you did not need a message, but today feels like a good day to talk about stability. Today feels like a good day to talk about sureness. Today is a good day, it feels, to talk about really stabilizing energy. Main reason why I want to say that is because now I don't know the exact terminology because I am an Astro Newb and I love that. But even before I do anything more, I'm going to just consecrate this moment, invoke the divine to protect and hold this moment for us all. I got some roses from my garden. So I do love my roses. I love all flowers, really. And yeah, there you go. Oh, gorgeous. Anyway. Ancestors. Ancestors, I am grateful to you in the here and now for the lives that you chose to live, for the way that you made your choices, for the way that you chose to sacrifice, and for the way that you chose to experience life. I take a breath for you in the here and now, ancestors. For the ancient future, I take a breath for you in the here and now, so that you might know what the energy is in the here and now. And for everyone connecting to this moment in the here and now, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. My name is Chris. I am the Aussie Alchemist. I am a polytheist by nature. This includes Abrahamic faith. And so, shout out to Jesus for doing what he did 2026 years ago. Appreciate you. And yeah, I now dedicate this moment to be a tarot moment. A moment created for us as a collective to interpret for ourselves what messages are coming through. I don't want to be your God. I don't want to be your dictator. I don't want to be your narrator. I don't want to be anything more than a confirmation for you. And so if you could please engage with your gift of discernment, which I know you have, it will make this moment a lot easier to enjoy together. And so regardless of the energy that you choose to appear in the here and now, whether you appear in somebody as coherence, dissonance, resonance, whatever it is that we choose to create together, let's have fun. Let's not take anything personally, and let's remember that this moment is, from here on out, consecrated to the divine for the purposes of the highest good for the collective field altogether. Okay? So, thank you for joining me here. Thank you for joining me at nearly 5:55. It is 5:52 p.m. here on the 16th of April, 2026. If you'll excuse me, I'll leave you here with the table, and I'm just going to invite the divine and the angels and the ancestors to the table. So I'm going to do a quick hello to everybody in chat. So hello to Zoe, how are you? Hello to Gabriella Starshock, how you doing? What are you making? Not sure what your question means, but how are you doing, girlfriend? Maybe we'll catch up later. Does somebody want to offer her a tequila or two? Or them. Shirley, it is always a pleasure to see you here. How are you doing? Oh, does that intro feel good? Have we put enough framework down so that this moment is ready? I want stability here. This is where I'm reaching. This is where I'm going. So, fingers crossed we've achieved that in the here and now. Let's invite the ancestors and the angels to the table. My mother. My mother, I call out to you in the here and now. I ask that you protect this moment. That you keep this moment protected from any who wish. Woo! Why is this so difficult today? Because I'm wearing my boots and because I've got my rain pots down. Hold on. Sorry, it's raining here. Heavenly Father, I ask that you be present in the here and now, offering what light you can, illuminating what we need to see with our own eyes, with our own ears, seeing with our ears. Yes. Give us the messages that we require for ourselves. Allow us to only access the information that is ready to be disclosed. And please prevent anybody from abusing this divinatory practice, this divinatory moment for their own purposes. In the here and now, I say hello and welcome to everybody. Thank you for choosing to amplify your own vibration. Thank you for choosing to be in this here and now. Thank you for choosing yourself, right? I'm going to protect my root chakra. You should see me in the crown. Your silence is my favorite sound. Okay, Rebecca, hello. How's it going? I haven't opened the cards yet, so happy to chit chat while we're coming through. I did boil the kettle, so let me start steeping. Steeping. My Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, I ask that these teas be energized, mate, and peaceful herbal tea. As I say, so it is. Let's go. All right. What's going on? I have some red candles here. So I'm suddenly called to actually do this, really. The color red, referencing Scott Cunningham here, the color red, for physical health, for blood health, for red, maintaining health, bodily strength, physical energy, sex, passion, courage, protection, and defensive magic. This is the color of the element of fire. Throughout the world, red is associated with life and death, for this is the color of blood spilled both in childbirth and injury. So I'll do the full ritual off of camera anyway, but I will be lighting these tomorrow under the new moon. So I will be intending these to work on those that I've just named, but then I'll also be doing some other kind of candle magic. I need to find a yellow candle though, because I'm going to be doing something with citrine. So yeah. Word on the street, you've got something to show me, magical, colorful, Mr. Mystery, I'm intrigued. Come on, baby, let me see what you're hiding underneath. All right. Are we good? Can I move? Do I need to put anything else on? Okay. That should give you a little bit more of a view of the table and the cards. Ancestors, clearing out any energy. To my Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit. I invoke myself into this moment as your divine child. Protect this space, protect the people that come into it. Allow me to interpret the energies accurately, clearly, for the highest good of the collective. Allow no one to be distracted. Allow no one to be afraid. And allow everyone to take away exactly what it is that they need to take away and nothing more. This is a general collective message. And so I will ask you to decide for yourself if anything is resonating. I'm going to balance out the energy first of all. So, Seheki. Strengthen that. I'm sure that you will start feeling this throughout the reading. I forgot to turn my notifications off, but I did let everybody know that I was going live, so you know. All right. G'day, Shane. Hello, Rebecca. All right. Hello, V Dreaming. How are you? All right, and then I'm going to just do the healing rune here at the end. Dai ko myo. Seal that in for you with Choku Ray. 1, 2, 3. Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine. Attention. Everything in life is a choice, remember? Absolutely everything in life is a choice. Everything that you choose to say, everything that you choose to do, everything that you choose to become, it's all a choice. When we remember this, when we move forward, knowing that the choices we make, ultimately our life is a consequence. Whoa. Angel Michael, bringer of justice and truth. Archangel Uriel, bringer of strength and endurance. Archangel Gabriel, bringer of wisdom and healing. Archangel Raphael, bringer of knowledge and intelligence. Archangel Metatron, collective integration and universal harmony, be present here and now. I ask that you consecrate this moment for the divine purposes of the highest good of the collective field. Allow people to only take away messages which will help the collective field elevate towards whatever it is that we're elevating towards as a species, as a planet. I thank you for the ability to speak, to hold space, and to interpret messages. And now move forward into this reading. Okay. So, astrology weather. Putting the paintbrush down, beautiful. Hi, you're blind. Do you do braille readings? Sorry, no, I don't. Caporns? I don't, sorry. Okay, so to move on to the reading, I'm going to interpret the ephemeris. I've been thinking about this lately and how to do this differently, but I don't know how to do this differently, so I'll stay in the here and now just reading a page of numbers and symbols. So in the here and now, I want to start with the sun, The sun energy is sitting at 26 degrees. What does this tell you as an individual? You may be very aware of how Aries season treated you. You may be very aware of how you were acting, how you were reacting, how you were showing up inside of your own life, showing up inside of your own world. You, in the here and now, are probably at a stage where you recognize that this is only the beginning of the year. And so by you choosing how you express your energy, how you express your spark, how you express your ignition is completely up to you. You choose suddenly how it is that you're going to show up in your world. You have more of an awareness of who you are and where you're going and what you want to do with your energy and in what timeline. This is where I sort of want you to feel this reading will be taking you, fixed signs. Again, this fixed sign reading is for Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. So moving on to the moon is actually as well in Aries. So this is where I say a sextile because I don't know if that's the correct terminology or not, but I digress. Astro Newb here, please don't take anything personally. I'm absolutely trying my best. So the moon is in Aries also, and I don't know why when I look at this part I really do feel like it's Happy New Year and the year has begun. Like the planets that will be moving into Aries at this time are already in Aries. The planetary movements moving forward are Venus goes to Gemini on the 25th and Uranus goes to Gemini on the 27th. So they don't necessarily have much to do with the Aries moment that I feel that I've come to this moment to help stabilize. Like, I don't know. I'm just one person who feels called to do some of these works. So if this doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you. It's all right. The moon talks about your instincts and feelings. So with this being in Aries as well, look, today was a pretty powerful day. Aries, I mean, the moon and Mercury went into Aries today. So take it easy, okay? You're going to feel like you've been plugged into the generator, is exactly how it wants to come across. You've been plugged into a potential generator. But when you realize where this potential generator sits, you'll sort of go, oh, and was it there the whole time? Yes, 100%. Whether you choose to recognize how powerful you are as an individual or how powerful we are when we come together to plan the future. Anyway, I'm talking about the moon. Allow yourself permission to experience over these next 2.5 days, or next 2 days, sorry, because on Saturday the moon goes into Taurus. So a little quick transit for the moon into Aries, but yeah, it joined the parade at the right time for me. It gave us the ability to slow down, I think. Instincts are very quick for me. And so the moon being in Aries would be quick instincts, like not giving yourself enough time to think about what it is that's going to happen as a consequence of your choices. And so for the people who recognized that this time was coming ahead of us, like, I don't know, last time I checked, there were 15 people total who have watched my Astro weather video. And to those 15 people, depending on when you decided to watch it, is how much of a monthly warning you got for this month. I did mention all the way back on the 1st of April that the 16th today specifically was going to be quite meticulous to navigate, okay? Aries is exciting. Aries is fun. Aries for me is 100%, at least in terms of when the planets are inside of Aries. This is the energy for me. It feels like that initial flame where then Leo takes that flame and expands it, holds it in two spaces at once, holds it inside of the mind and inside of the heart. And then Sagittarius either expands it to 3 or it's a mix of Aries and Leo energy. I'm still sort of coming to my own balance with how I'm understanding cardinal, fixed, and mutable energy. But all this to say, Aries is a great scene. It's a great scene to have a planet in, right? We're talking about just the sun. So if we're talking about just your sun sign, when you have a sun sign that's in Aries, it can feel like you could be connected to this potential generating machine, potential energy generating machine at all times of your life. And so you may feel like you can chase your ambitions, you can chase your dreams, you can chase your career, you can chase all of it almost at once. But when you give yourself permission to really recognize that the sun gives you an awareness of what that sign is doing for you, you can sort of sit back in the scenery of Aries and recognize, so it's not that. Anyway, I think I'm confusing this a little bit for people, so I'll pull back. Mercury is in Aries as well, so what does this talk about? This planet is all about communication and mindset, the way that I studied it. Also, Mercury is thinking, communication, yeah. Gemini, Virgo, Aries. Moves pretty quickly too, so it's not here for very long. We end the month with it in 24 degrees, so it means Mercury is going to pass through. No retrogrades for the end of this month. This is just a mid-month update, I guess. I get to Venus, and then all of a sudden the speed changes. Just because Venus is already in Gemini, so it's already gone through. It's already gone through Taurus and Aries. This is where I feel like I can tell you, anybody who's still resonating with this message, anybody who's still here with this message, this is where I can tell you that Venus talks about the matters of the heart, the way that you experience your reality, the way that your reality might be showing up for you. And so with Venus being 20 degrees Taurus, it's like, have you ever been on your way somewhere and all of a sudden you just want to go a little bit off your path, a little bit off your track? It's that. It's recognizing that you can take 3 feet to the left, smell some roses, and then take 3 feet back to the right and then come back to the path. It's you recognizing that your shadows serve a purpose for you. Your shadows will indicate for you what it is that you want to move towards. Right? I, for myself, with a shadow of mine, struggle with alcohol. So I, instead of choosing abstinence, have chosen to try and understand my relationship to alcohol. Abstinence may be a way that people have done it in the past. It may be a way that people encourage each other together as groups. But for me, as a Sagittarius with, I actually have, what is that called? A Sagittarius stellium, and if it counts, you tell me, astrologers. I even have a Capricorn stellium, but I feel like my Capricorn stellium could be common with anybody else that has a planet or two in Capricorn during their birthday. So I have my Sun, Mercury, and Venus in Sagittarius, and I have my Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune in Capricorn. Now I know that Neptune and Uranus are a little bit less personal because they're outer planets, but you tell me, is that a double stellium or is that a Sagittarius stellium with a good Capricorn setup, which I note are my first and second houses, which inadvertently means that my first house has Sun, Mercury, and Venus inside of it, and my second house has Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune inside of it. So anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about me. Because Venus, slow down, and way down we go. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, this reading's about stability, right? And I want to bring some stabilizing energy to you. So I will ask you if you could please consider for yourself doing me a favor, but inadvertently doing yourself a favor. Check where your Venus placement is. Check where your Venus placement is and check if Venus falls in any particular house as well, if it corresponds to a house. And see how maybe you can use Venus's energy, currently being Taurus, to help yourself stabilize this experience for yourself. Even if you're trying to help other people through this time, maybe using your Venus placement to try and help people see where they can connect. Don't know how it's going to be effective for everybody, but yeah. Venus was a stop and slow down marker for me. Now, Mars is in Aries. It's at 4 degrees. It was at 4 degrees yesterday, so it's moving through its own sign very slowly. I don't know if this is normal for Mars, but yeah, it's not in a rush. Day 1 of Mars being in Aries, it was at 0 degrees for 2 days. Then we go to 1, 2, 3, and then 4 degrees for 2 days. Excuse me. Ooh, girl. So it does stabilize. Then we go to 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11. Check it as it goes. We do end the month with Aries being 15 degrees. Mars being 15 degrees in Aries. Sorry, I am really trying to understand how to speak about astrology. I'm just a noob, bro. And I don't mind. Until I find more people who are willing to learn with me or learn before me and then teach me, whatever it is, whatever it is. I'm going to move on to Jupiter. Which again, Jupiter is in Cancer. 17 degrees here, so similar, but not the same energy or speed as Venus was. It's Venus was just a little bit more ahead. You were a little bit more secure within your Venus placement. This one here today and until the end of the month, it does only move 2 degrees up till 9. And so not much is going to be feeling like it's... Oh, sorry. No, Jupiter is 17 all the way to 18 degrees. So no, again, thank you, Spirit. Not much is going to feel like it's going to be changing with Jupiter. But I will say here in the midway point, you could be feeling like the things that you've been nurturing are either starting to add up to the dream or idea that you had, or they're not. And so you can see the fruits of your own labor here and now with this Jupiter placement here. It is another moment where I've put yellow on it, so it is a moment for you to pause and recognize, how am I feeling about this? I will say that Jupiter is already in a cardinal energy, and so with the rest of the planets doing what they're doing inside of Aries, I think that it's a good time for you to check in with that cardinal energy and see what's working for you, what you want to continue pouring into, and what's not working for you, what you want to stop pouring into. And maybe if we're going to move into mutable energy, see what is no longer for you, no longer working for you, and be willing to cut it off, or see what is working for you, is in alignment with you, and be willing to get closer to it. But it's always going to be up to you. Jupiter is going to be a more personal journey for everybody, I believe, because it does have to do with expansion and belief, even prosperity. And not everybody is going to obtain prosperity in the same way as the previous person, right? We all have a different idea of what prosperity could or is for us as individuals. Moving on to Saturn. Saturn, 7 degrees Aries. It ends the month at 9 degrees. Nothing real difficult to report here. On the 21st, it does change from 7 to 8. So when waking up on the 22nd, you may feel as though... Because if this is in Aries, then this is about to do another 30-year trip, right? How long? That's too big of a question to answer quickly without getting out Google or something? No. Saturn moves at a pace of 2.5 years. So 2.5 times 10 is 25 years. Yeah, it is. It is literally a 30-year cycle. So it being in Aries, look, we're at 7 degrees. It being in Aries, Saturn is more of an opportune time, 2.5 years actually inside of Aries, where you can sit, analyze your energy outputs, the way that you receive energy, your masculine and feminine presentations, or the way that you choose to interact, mutable, with the world, with reality, with your purpose, your mission, your personal flavor of life, right? Because everybody has a different flavor of life that they're here to achieve or live, I believe. Anyway, could you imagine we all lived exactly the same way? Could you imagine we all had exactly the same story? Like, I get it. The world is pretty much set up that way, that we will have somewhat of a similar story than each other because of capitalism. Like, we all got taught, you know, you got to get your grind going, and then once you got your grind going, you're going to move into property investments, and then once you got your property investments going for you, you're going to move into family life, and then you're going to raise a family, and then once you've raised your family, then you're going to look towards the future and build like a more stable investment with your finances, get your money working for you, blah 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 blah. That's what we were given. That's that's what we were given to work with, kind of thing. So really, it's up to us as individuals to recognize, is that going to work for me ongoing or not? Whatever. It's your 30 years that is currently in Aries. It's your journey with Saturn. Check your placement for more information on how your placement works for you. But it's the beginning of your journey with Saturn. And for the next 30 years, how is it that you're going to be discovering, finalizing, cementing who you are as an individual and who you are becoming? Now, I understand that having a 30-year plan might not be too easy to deal with, so give yourself 2.5 years while you're in Aries, while you're doing a dance with Saturn, while it does its dance within the solar system. Do what you need to do for yourself so that then you can arrive at the life that you deserve. You can arrive at the dreams that you've always had. You can realize the potential that you've always known you embodied or had. And yeah, anyway. Moving on, Uranus, 29 degrees. It moves into Gemini on the 27th of this month. This is a good time for you to wrap up the feelings of stagnance. This is a good opportunity for you to give yourself a fresh idea, give yourself a haircut, give yourself a massage, go for a swim, go get a facial, microdermabrasion. I don't know what this is going towards or what this is, but it's like, how are you choosing to say, this is who I am, world, come and get me? Or how are you saying, I'm not ready to face the world, stay away? What are you choosing to do over these next few days? Like I said, Uranus moves at a pace of 7 years per star sign, and so, ooh, this. Oh no, it can't be. It must be 7 years in total, because it's a lot quicker. It would be all 29 degrees. Must be 7 years in total. Is it? Wait, is Uranus a weird one that does... No, I don't think it does retrogrades. Anyway, I need to do more homework. 28, 29 currently today. Tomorrow, 29, 31. You know, Uranus feeling... I mean, yeah, Uranus feeling is like... It's like the work that you're doing with Saturn is being tested in Uranus. It's like, yeah, okay, so this is who you say you are. Let me just test that. And it tests you. I need to use the bathroom. Could you excuse me? I'll leave you here with my peacock and my owl. And I will come back and talk about Neptune. Ooh, it's dark. Neptune. Neptune, 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 Neptune. You are all about disillusion and mysticism. Ideals and intuition. Neptune, you're a whole vibe. I like it when Neptune moves into Aries. Anyway. Neptune, you are in Aries. You're in Aries for a red hot minute. You started this month at 2 degrees. You end this month at 3 degrees. You are at 2 degrees all the way up until the 23rd, where you go to the 3 degree mark. You're moving at 2 minutes per day. That's the pace of Neptune right now. So right now it's at a 2, moving to a 3. It's still transit energy, isn't it? So we as a collective field may be going through the energy of, yeah, things are breaking away. The energy of Pisces is breaking away. The age of Pisces maybe is breaking away. Wait, why do we go backwards in age but we go forwards for everything else? Because if we were in Pisces, wouldn't that mean that we're in Aries? Not in Aquarius? Age of Aquarius? Wouldn't we be in the age of Aries? Technically? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Neptune is doing its thing slowly. It's giving you an opportunity to enjoy the process. We move out of 3 degrees by the end of next month. So I'll talk to you about what the end of the transit period means in next month's first of the month video. And yeah, pretty much Pluto is 5 degrees Aquarius. It will be staying there. It's moving at a very slow pace as well. That's a 248-year cycle per star sign. So it's in Aquarius for a little while. Maybe that's where we get our age from, because it's in Aquarius. Pluto talks about regeneration and transformation. So that could be the collective energy there. And that's all I want to talk about, folks. I told you Uranus moves into Gemini on the 27th. Venus moves into Gemini on the 25th. And the Sun moves into Taurus on the 21st. So in terms of the transits, that's all, folks. That's the Astro weather for today. Hopefully that was helpful to you, useful to you in any way, shape, or form. If not, how about we have a conversation about it in the chat later, or even now while I'm pulling out cards. How was that for you? How did that go? How did that feel? How are you doing? Hello, chat. I'm back. Pulling out cards. Hello, I'm new here, but excited for this reading. Hi, Aubrey Wilson. How are you doing? How are you? Everybody's here. Pop Q. Hello from New Zealand. Craig Bellis, Kia Ora Bro. Divine Star. Hello. Cappy, also Moon in Scorpio. 5 placements in your chart, Sagittarius. Beautiful. You're good. Thank you so much. No dramas. Aubrey, pleasure to have you here. Where are you all calling in from? Does everybody want to do a national roll call? Where in the world are you calling in from? I'll go first. I'm calling in from beautiful Australia. G'day, hello, Grand Rising. To everybody who's been chatting in chat, to everybody who's been watching this video up until this point. If you're watching the replay, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Chris. I'm from Melbourne. Yeah, I'm the Aussie Alchemist. Nice to meet you. B. Abbott, how's it going? How are you again? Aubrey's calling in from Utah. Shout out to Utah. Don't know where that is, but yeah. I've only seen America in all of the movies that you put out. I do love myself a movie. Do you know? I do love myself a movie. So, in the here and now, let's go. Simple answer. The answer is simple. So, if anybody does need some general advice, If anybody does have a general question or a general advice kind of question, this part here is for you. Please, ancestors, God, make this quick compared to the other times. Just any general advice that will generally advise anybody who is unsure. Okay, thank you. Let's do this. One. Two. I'm taking it. Don't sweat the small stuff. With stop on the bottom again. I freaking love that. So if you were here for the last reading, not a Zodiac reading, but yeah, stop was the funny message for last time, and yeah. Don't sweat the small stuff. With bottom of the deck energy this time being put others first. 43 breaks down to a 7. 54 breaks down to a 9. Don't sweat the small stuff. G'day to Carmelita. How's it going? Shout out to Kentucky. Utah and Kentucky. G'day to America. How's it going? So we got New Zealand, Australia, and America. Now, this looks like a very large bear with a very, very, very small... sorry, I just caught another little fly. A gnat. I'm going to feed it to my spider. Oops, sorry, mate. I just broke its web. Anyway, now it has a little bit of a bug, and I just broke its web for nothing. The mouse seems to be eating something, and yeah, the bear doesn't seem to be bothered. Nine for me is like a personal ascension, something that began inside of a 7, moved towards a 9, moved towards the collective field, moved towards a personal completion. Ooh, okay. So Aries season is coming to a close. The things that got away from you this month, don't worry about them. Reapply your consistency, reapply yourself to yourself, reapply it's like before reapply, it's like remember who you were at the beginning of your journey and remember who you're becoming, or remember, this is going to be very specific for a group of people, but it won't matter. If this resonates, it resonates, but don't try and make it fit. The choices that you made yesterday are the consequences that you face today. The way that you chose to set your life up, the way that you chose to build your life. It feels like even when things are snowballing, you still have the opportunity to bring yourself back. You still have the opportunity to recognize maybe where the snowball is losing its shape, losing its momentum, falling apart. What's the objective here? Okay, if you're trying to get to the top of a mountain, or if you're skiing your way down to the bottom of a mountain, remember what journey you are on. Remember what path you are on. Give yourself permission to enjoy the full experience rather than get hung up on any part of the experience, because ultimately your identification, your response, your reaction is yours. And those things create your world. So just bringing attention to that factor there. All right. That was the simple answer from the simple oracle. I don't think that was simple at all. But yeah, all right, going well. Drank coffee, so I haven't been able to sleep. Hope you're doing great. Well, yeah, I'm drinking a coffee and it's nighttime, but yeah, I don't mind. I don't have anything to do tomorrow. Except for this, so yeah, I can come back at any time tomorrow and do this, so yeah. Let's go back to the fixed sign energy. Fixed sign energy today, please. Let me know if you're wanting me to use the animals or the magic tarot. Animals or magic? How about I just do this really quickly while I'm shuffling animals, magic, all right. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, I ask that you be present in the here and now and consecrate this moment, protect this moment, open up the lines of communication for the collective field's highest benefit. Allow me to tap into your purpose, your message, your vision for the collective, and not my own, not anybody else's. Only what you desire to come through today in the here and now, nothing more. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel, and Archangel Metatron, please be present in the here and now. Deliver messages to the people that need to hear it. Allow all the right people to see this message in the here and now as alive or after the fact as a playback. Thank you for choosing to be here. Thank you for choosing yourself in terms of self-help. And yeah, thank you for trusting me to read your energy and to deliver messages to you for confirmation's sake. Lots of love to you from me. All right, let's get into this. Connect with kin. Deepen support networks within friends and family. Soul whispers. Listen to your guiding soul to activate more messages. Duality merge. Surrender dark into light. Time to go there. What you are avoiding may be what is ready to move. Fixed signs, how are you? Sorry. I feel like I went a little bit serious. I don't know if it's center or not. Anyway. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. It's your last card. Move your body. Come on, rock that body. Rock that body. Come on, rock that body. Levity. Go up to a high up place. Get a shift in perspective. I'm taking it because it popped and it hit the table, but that's it. Normally, I don't feel like that was right to take it, but anyway, I'm taking it. Alright. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. Let it be, oh let it be. Let it be, oh let it be. Speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. Alright, so connect with kin. Deepen support networks with friends and family. The embodiment. This card signifies connection with community and those you care about. It invites you to spend more time with friends and family to build and maintain stronger networks and bonds. Creating a harmonious and friendly environment in the workplace is also encouraged. That definitely gives Venus in Taurus energy, just saying, but anyway. Sometimes when we don't feel as good as we would like to, we may shut ourselves away. See? If this is the case, this card invites you to reach out to someone you trust. Confirmation just now as a notification. Yo, if that was your message, affirm it in the chat below. I'm ready. I'm coming out. I'm coming up, so you better get the party started. Sorry, I need to go back and reread this. Sometimes when we don't feel as good as we would like to, we may shut ourselves away. If this is the case, this card invites you to reach out to someone you trust, who you know cares about you and who will love and accept you, whether you are feeling shiny or not. In general, this card inspires you to cultivate more bonds and regular meetups within like-hearted communities. Beautiful. We all have different moments of need, and strengthening our connection creates a sense of safety, care, and capacity to lift each other up. As a supportive network, it also means that we can celebrate together and share what is real for us and cultivate a sense of belonging that, as humans, we are naturally designed for. It also activates greater success as we work, play, grow, and express ourselves authentically together. Now, gratitude for greater alignment. Take a moment to feel gratitude for your friends and all those you hold dear, all the inspiring, uplifting connections you share. Consider your close friends and family, as well as your wider community and even global communities you feel a part of. Give thanks for the trusted, supportive network of people in your life. Consider the admirable traits of your most beloved friends and send some love and appreciation to them. In the here and now, could you say hello to someone in chat? Because you know me, I'm going to go on with this reading, but could you say hello to someone in chat? Maybe someone I didn't get to say hello to. Could you make them feel welcome? Cool. Could you say hello on somebody else's comment if you've seen that I haven't reacted to it yet? Cool. In the playback. You're a cool person if you decide to participate in that way. Because the internet can be a little bit of a cold, dark place where we may feel isolated, alone, separated, segregated. Whether it's by intention or not, we can feel segregated. We can feel as though, oh, there's no place for people like me. There's no place for somebody who thinks this way, feels this way, talks this way, whatever it is. In the here and now, fixed signs, especially because Taurus, your planet is currently inside of fixed energy. Even Aquarius, we've got another planet that's inside of you as well, Pluto. So I feel like today in the here and now, based on what I've read, I recognize that this world is very busy. We're all very busy trying to achieve trying to complete, trying to resolve, trying, which is a very, very, very good thing, I think. But it can be taxing on the individual. So I want to check in with you here and now. And I know that I've got my eyes closed, but I want to give you an opportunity to even check in with yourself while I hold space for us all. How are you doing? Are you holding any tension inside of your body? Can you focus on that for a minute? Breathe into the space where you're holding tension. And release. Do this process again and again until you feel that you've let go of everything that you're holding on to. Just for this moment though, I'm not saying that you need to let go of everything ongoing. Just for this moment that we are together. Can you allow this space to be held for you to just relax? Grab a calming tea, grab a sleepy tea, grab your favorite snacks. If you're neurodivergent, maybe grab your coffee. Whatever it is, grab your blanket. Get comfortable. Because in this moment, I'm going to be holding space for you. I'm going to be stabilizing energy for you. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, okay? But if you don't feel that I'm a safe person to do that, then please also just skip ahead. I should have timestamps tonight after I jump off this live, and then yeah. Let's see how this moment goes, okay? I'm going to check the poll that I started. Next time I will start the poll a little bit earlier so that then it actually works for something. Ghost, Sublime Animations. G'day, hello, Grand Rising. How are you? 30 Gress, Guide Taro. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Oh, hold on. I saw the word moron somewhere. Let me just... The string goes under the cards, moron. What string? The string goes under the cards. Like, can I can I just... So, see how the string is under the cards? And see how I can pull that like that? Mind your business. If you're not going to be good at what you're doing, go learn somewhere else. This is not Troll Academy where you learn how to do the thing. Nah, go do that somewhere else. Big shout out to Fussy No One. Oh gosh, you're just spilling red hot tea all over yourself. At Foxtrot, Uniform, Sierra, Echo, Yankee, November, Oscar 1. Thank you very much. I'm removing you from my channel, and good luck with your next name. I will note that you can only change your name every 2 weeks, so thank you so much for the view and the interaction, but I don't bother beyond that. Christine, hello. Hello to everybody. Everybody else, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining. I will say top 12 are in the running for a quick energy check at the end. So as long as you're not spamming and as long as you're keeping each other company and doing whatever it is that you do to communicate to each other, cool. Top 12 chatters will go into... It will be a question at the end. Do you need an energy check? It doesn't really matter of the sign. It's my way of saying thank you for watching the show. So yeah. That's it. So through me it passes, through me made whole, through me it softens, returns to the soul, all into growth, all into flow, all into the seeds that God has sown. I will be putting my phone on Do Not Disturb, so yes. Actually, I can just put my phone on silent, can't I? Might as well check who it is. Nobody. It's just Facebook. Okay. It's not Facebook, it's just notifications. I don't get real. Anyway. Alright. Alright. Fixed signs. Fixed signs. I had a dream. I got everything I wanted. Oh, not what you think. And if I'm being honest, it might have been a nightmare. Magic. We're going with magic today. All right. Thank you for everybody who participated in the poll. Thank you. I wish I could give you all a hug and a kiss. But yeah, here we go. Magic. You've got the magic in you. Every time you touch that track, you turn it to gold. Now everybody wants that pressed up magic. Oh, that magic. You got the magic in me. I got the magic in me. Alright, we were looking at the Four of Swords and the Hermit just there, so I'm not sure if that's a message for anybody. Relax, don't do it. You don't gotta go through it. Relax, don't do it. When you wanna call, boom. Alright, I'm about to start the internal 9. You know the drill, I've been hanging out with chat up until this point, but now it's the part that I get a little bit serious. So if I do observe any trolling in chat, I will give you my attention, but it is not my intention to give any one person attention. It is my intention to give a collective message for the fixed signs of the collective. So if you're still with me in the here and now and you've been here since the beginning, hit sub, please. It helps me continue growing. But obviously, hit that like button because it'll invite more people that are like you, like me, to come through and hang out with us. So fingers crossed we can keep the chat clean, nice, not nasty, and friendly, inclusive, inviting. And if we can't, then I guess we'll just, come little children, I'll take you away over the hill of enchantment. Sleep, little children. It's just a bit of hocus pocus, right? Anyway, let's see. Fixed signs. Let's do this. Fixed signs. What is happening at the core of your energy? Woo! It's upright. I'll take it first. Leos, you are coming in hot. Courage, self-expression, boldness. Have you integrated? What have you been integrating? You've connected with kin. Ooh, Leos. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a message for the Leos. It could be for the Taurus, Aquarius, or Scorpios. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. The second card is the Four of Wands. So this card here sits in the passions and love position. Oh! Love is in the air. So now, because of the way that this is coming up, I'm sorry if this is going to feel like a reunion message, but it may just be a reunion message. What better message to receive as a stabilizer? But it may just be a inception message, a beginning message. But other than that, I'm not sure where it's going to go. Deepen the support networks with your friends and family. Maybe you, the person that's connecting this, one half of a couple. Maybe you are somebody who has been on a journey of solitude. I don't know. You've been somebody who has gone through a journey of self-discovery, though, for sure. Now, fixed signs, if you haven't been on that journey of self-discovery, no skin off your nose. Allow yourself to enjoy the experience, and just when you do realize where it is that you want to go and how far up you want to go, start making that journey. You are worth it. If you're somebody who has been trying to stabilize their passions, especially during this Aries season, I do believe that this is Aries in Venus. The way that it looks, it gives Aries in Venus. Look, if you've been connecting with that part of yourself that never received love, if you've been connecting with that part of yourself that never received oxygen, never received light, never received the time of day, maybe you've been going through it and giving yourself the time of day. Maybe you've been giving yourself the same energy that you have been giving the world. And maybe, just maybe, you've been healing yourself. Fixed signs, tell me. What is it in the comments for you? Have you been helping others find this stability within themselves, or have you finally locked it in for yourself? Have you been giving yourself a stable dose of love? Have you been giving yourself first dibs, opportunity, or chance to connect with the energy of peace? Have you been giving yourself the same energy? It's just a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, the medicine go down, the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Do you know what I mean? Like, instead of you giving the same poison that the world was giving itself, you gave yourself the same medicine you've been giving the world. And it's just a spoonful of sugar, it makes the medicine go down, of course. And the Fool is at the bottom of the deck. Why wouldn't it be, though? You've got it. Yeah, baby, you've got it. You're the Venus, you're the fire. It's your desire. Don't know how to wrap that out for anybody, but yeah. You've been somebody who's been on a journey of self-discovery. You've really given yourself the opportunity to enjoy your past, enjoy your here and now. Wow. The Knight of Cups wants to pop out on top of the Four of Wands. Buy me a drink first. Buy me a drink first, right? All right, this part here. This third card here sits inside of the creativity and intellect position. So if you're using these internal 9 to determine whether or not this reading is for you, you may be... What happened? You moved fast. You moved quickly. It's like you decided you knew where you were going and then you started moving. Don't stop me now. Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time. Having a good time. Just a shooting star for the ba-da-da-da-dum. I'm gonna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me. Don't stop me. Okay. In all seriousness, no emotional bypassing, please. Please. Let's not do any spiritual bypassing either, please. Now, I know that the Knight of Cups... Now, relax. I'm not going to push too hard on you. You don't need to run away so fast. Relax. I get it. The Knight of Cups sends you a text. Might be after midnight. The Knight of Cups calls you up. Asks you what you're doing. I know. I get it. They might ask you, what are you doing Friday night? What are you doing Saturday night? What are you doing Sunday morning? Can I make you breakfast? I don't know. The Knight of Cups. When you're connecting with this energy, when you yourself are tapping into your creativity and your intellect through the energy of the Knight of Cups, it tells me that you are somebody who's willing to get all the way to the middle of your emotional connection to what is happening. You're wanting to get to the center of your spiritual connection with what is happening. You giving yourself permission to experience your shadows in the way that you want to experience your shadows is going to be the reward for you diligently following your own healing regimen. By you giving yourself the same energy that you give others, by you holding up that veil for yourself and letting yourself heal, by you moving through what you move through, maybe you connected with a mum or a dad. And if they're past, then my condolences. Maybe you connected with the energy of mum or dad. I don't know how it works for you as an individual basis. Whatever it is, you've made peace with your past in a way that it is going to allow you to move forward as a stabilizer for the field. You're not using your past experiences to show how you survived. You're using your past experiences to show just how easily it could happen again. Just how easily you could succeed in the way that you already have again. And so when you have given yourself the opportunity to really connect, not just with kin, but connect with yourself, connect with your own emotional wavelength and your own desires, and yeah, get sexy with yourself. Get sexy with Venus. Enjoy the vibe while the vibe's around, because you know this world can change at any moment. And I mean, I don't know. Think about a time where you've been scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through YouTube, just looking at shorts or reels or whatever it is. And think about how many times you've been happy and then all of a sudden you see something and then you're upset. All right? Give yourself the opportunity to recognize, all right, I can put myself in circumstances, situations which will grow, expand, and maybe even put me in the prime position to have things come towards me, the things that I'm believing are coming towards me, and the things that I have been calling in, manifesting, hoping come in. But yeah, anyway. Again with the Fool at the bottom of the deck. It's like, it's a new day. It's a new day. These boots were made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over. Oh, yeah. Are you going on a journey? Are you going on a trip? I just said the magic school. I'm on the magic school bus. Okay. Does Miss Rizzo wanna say something? Miss Riz! Oh, we got a card in reverse. Ooh. Ooh. And this is in the internal 9. The foundation and the connection. Wow. Death in reverse. Scorpio, way to show up in the middle of the reading. Scorpio, we got your energy here, maybe showing up in the reverse. Now, maybe you have been feeling as though the Scorpio portion of the collective has retreated. But if you are the Scorpio portion, maybe you have completed your transformation. Maybe you, Scorpios, are actually the ones that are showing us how it's done in the moment with all this Aries energy. Maybe the element of water isn't really that affected by fire unless the fire gets out of control. So maybe you've just checked out altogether. I don't know. The Death card in reverse talks about, for me, a transformation that is either on hold or has already occurred. So when this is sitting at the foundation and the connection, you may be experiencing, and I don't know, when these two cards come together, maybe you are experiencing a breakup, maybe you are experiencing a separation, maybe you are experiencing your stability being pushed in 2 different directions. I will say, and I will re-reference, that you come from a place of strength. You come from a place of integration. You've done the hard work to recognize for yourself. Am I still going through the process of transformation? And am I still being tested? Am I still being weighed? Am I still being, I don't know, compared to this or that? Am I able to just experience myself? Do I need to constantly be feeling like somebody's flying overhead, waiting for me to pass out, waiting to pick my bones and take away the carcass meat? And I don't know. It's a very weird feeling, Scorpio. It's like, it really, the easiest way to describe this is like you've had an exoskeleton, you've shed an exoskeleton and given yourself permission to move on. The old shells, the old wounds, the old injuries are no longer present in the same way. They may have had an impact on the way that your limbs have grown or the way that you've experienced your current here and now. But if those past experiences didn't happen the way that they happened, if you didn't go through that transformation, if you didn't learn the lessons that you learned through the experience that you went through, then who would you be today? Would you be able to stabilize your experience the way that it feels like you are at the moment? Or would you be somebody who feels as though, nope, you're still going through it, everything is still coming towards you, trying to step on you, stand on you, kill you, erase you, delete you, whatever it is, like energetically, not like literally. But again, I have to come back to the Leo energy inside of the Strength card. It does feel like, Scorpio, you have finished that. Maybe now you are just somebody who gives yourself the rebirth, who gives yourself the transformation. You're not somebody who gives the responsibility to the external experience. You're not somebody who's externally processing anymore. Maybe once upon a time, by you choosing to externally process, you were giving away your power. Wow. Yeah, this is connected to the 22 card spread. Anyway, if you feel called to check out any of my other videos, the most recent 22 card spread, as seen with the thumbnail, has a bit more info on what's going on here for you, Scorpio. But anyway, doesn't need to be. I'm sure that you will get the confirmations the way that you find them anyway. So I'm going to move on. Woo! If that's resonating with you, drop a scorpion in the chat. If not, drop a vulture. Nah, not resonating. Vulture. If it is resonating, scorpion. Ah. And then if you've been resonating from the very first card, drop a tiger. Shout out to Tigress, the Tigress Guide Tarot, which I totally misread before. Oh, what's coming next? What's the next position? We got the 5th card being Wisdom and Career. Who just spun the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fortune. Come on down. You got the prices right. So your Wisdom and Career is the Wheel of Fortune. I do believe that this is fixed energy for me, the way that I read it. You are the most likely to succeed. Maybe that's what is written underneath your name inside of your yearbook. Most creative, most inventive, most adaptive, most likely to bring out potential. I don't know. I'm seeing this palm here down the bottom. It's like you're seeing the way forward now, and you've built your career, you've built your path, you've built your life, you've built a lot. Like, I'm drawn to each segment on the wheel and how it's a different color, and maybe the opposing ones are the same color, but they're still slightly different colors, and they have different symbols written inside of them, so they are different anyway. Ooh. I'm drawn to the snake symbol as well, and then there's an eagle here. Maybe North American culture may be relevant to you here. Past American culture, not. Well, I guess it's present. I'm almost hearing the music of a powwow. So shout out to the North American tribes and cultures. Serpentine as well. That's very interesting. Death has the crystal jet, which I've actually got in front of me, which I use to connect with ancestral knowledge, because it is tree that has been crystallized. So jet is actually tree or timber, is at least from what I researched. And that's why it connects you to your ancestors. And then serpentine, I believe, this is a blend of serpentine and jade, which gives it the look of kiwi jasper, I think it is, or spotted, I don't know. Anyway, chithis or cathis. You, the person that's resonating with this message, you getting the Wheel of Fortune inside of the career and wisdom position tells me that you've made good choices in the past. You've made choices maybe that your ancestors weren't able to make, and that's why you're being given the opportunity to move forward. That's why you're being given this rebirth energy from the death card in the reverse. This is why you've taken that step. You've taken the step forward to achieve what? 4 of Cups at the bottom. What are you trying to achieve with this? You can do anything that you want, you know. The Wheel of Fortune is your shift. It's like when you're driving the car. Yeah, Queen of Cups. When you're driving the car, you decide when to change gears. You can sit on first gear up until 40 kilometers an hour, 50 kilometers an hour, but eventually your car is going to be screaming. your revolutions of your engine are going to be so high that your car will be begging you, please change the gear, shift the gear. And so I feel like you move away from the energy of Aries, or you stabilize the energy of Aries in a way that gives you permission to slow down this and integrate it properly and move into this with comfort, with stability in mind, in like literally. And then I can only say that the Queen of Cups confirms this, because that's what came out next. It's like the combination of Death card in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune is Queen of Cups. Your emotions and your willpower. This 6th card here is telling me that, I mean, look at it. She's in a bubble bath. She's got her drink to one side behind her. She's got her crystals all around her, and she's got her candles. Her hair's up. Her sunglasses are on. I don't know who she thinks she is. She's obviously reading a very powerful book, and yeah, who can fuck with her? Who can fuck with this energy? Who can fuck with the energy of somebody who knows themselves? Who can mess with somebody when... oh, they just understand that their mission here is stability. Their purpose here is compassion. You are somebody, the person who's connecting with this. You bring stability to your experience by recognizing that people are allowed to change. And so you don't hold little images in your head. You don't have a burn book or a drown book in your head that makes you act erratically or impulsively with this Aries moment that we're having in the skies. Like, it actually pushes you into the energy of no, okay, I might have many things that I want to do right now, but I'm going to put them all on a wheel, or I'm going to number them down, and I'm going to roll a dice, and I'm going to see what appears for me to do first. Look, and if you're leaving things to luck, if you're leaving your shift to chance, go for it. That's one way to live, but ultimately you can choose to decide what direction you walk in. You can choose to decide that the energy being presented to you on the outside is not the energy necessarily that you're going to embody. You have been somebody who has seen the highs and the lows of the collective field, and so you're moving the way that you're moving because it makes you feel good. Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel great? Does it make you feel Who are you becoming? What is the 7th card for this reading? You are becoming someone... Wait, if you resonated with the Queen of Cups, what symbol in here could we put? Either put the wine glass if you're somebody who just recognizes, look, God looks after those who look after themselves. So I'm going to book myself in for that spa treatment. I'm going to book myself in for my hair, my nails, my back, my neck, my back, and my crack. Yeah. And it's about damn time. You looking after yourself is only ever going to look good to the collective. Everybody seeing you looking after yourself is literally going to look like, ooh, the minute they spot you it's too late. I've already done the healing. I've already done the work. I am ready to pounce. And you're gonna hear me roar. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, whoa, oh, 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 oh. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Do you know me? I know you ain't see. Anyway. Woo! You are becoming the person still resonating with this, or the person that's connecting with this message in the here and now. You know who you're becoming. Do you know what you've done? Do you know what you've done to get up until this point? Do you know how many people? Of course you do. You know exactly what you've done. You've been the High Priestess, and then you moved into the Empress. You recognize that you couldn't stay in one spot at all times. The way that you chose to move yourself forward was by taking an action toward yourself. I'm getting the energy of perseverance and preservance. Preserving and perseverance. Perseverance and preservation. Preservation and perseverance. I'm also seeing in my mind's eye Beauty and the Beast, which is interesting because that's sort of Beauty and the Beast as well energy here. So you've been somebody who you got creative. Ooh, 9 of Swords. Wait, that's upside down. So it would be this card here, and then it would be this card here, and then this card here would be outside. 2 trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. Guess who's back? Hi, how's it going? Shout out to the Georgians. Atlanta, Georgia. Do. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Oh, the music ended. Why didn't no one tell me that the music was over? Good one. Oh, I'm so observant. Duh. I'm so observant. I don't even notice when we've gone into mutation mode. Mute mode. I believe that this card here would be for the externals. Yeah. I'm going to leave it upside down over there. And yeah, we've got the 9 cards. Otherwise, that card there is just for bottom of the deck energy. But it did pop out and it was sitting in the face down over here. Just leave it over there. Whatever. Sorry. Sorry to have that conversation out loud in front of you. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. So what energy feeds into the Empress here? We start with the Strength card, obviously, this upper quadrant. You are somebody who became the Empress by choosing to integrate messages of the past. You may be connected with a past family member. It's carnelian. What does carnelian do again? Carnelian, if I touch you, can you remind me? Tell me, what do you do, carnelian? Ooh, cut it. Don't chop the dinosaur, daddy. Chop it. There's an Australian ad with lollies, and a little girl is like, don't chop the dinosaur, daddy. And then he eats it because she says not to chop it. And then the very next one, the little girl goes, chop it. And so, yeah. Maybe it's for cutting. Maybe it's for grounding. Actually, I can bring out the book and tell you. I don't need to guess. But I don't know where it is right now. Anyway, carnelian. Shall I just Google it? Sure thing, chicken wing. That's why you've got your microphone set. Carnelian spiritual definition. Carnelian is a high-energy stabilizing crystal known as the Stone of Motivation or the Artist Stone, fostering confidence, creativity, and courage. It is spiritually revered for boosting life force, stimulating the soul chakra to unlock passion, stimulating the sacral chakra to unlock passion, and providing protection against negativity, apathy, or fear. Cut it. Beautiful. I love that. I don't know about you, but if you've ever had like stones, like you've ever collected gemstones and stuff, sometimes you forget why you pick them up and buy them and whatever it is, and then after the fact it's like, oh, I had that all along. She had it coming. She had it coming. She had it coming all along. If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, how could you tell me that I was wrong? Pop, 6, squash, scissor-o, and lip shits. Alright, going back to the Empress. You've become somebody who recognizes on the external maybe where your energy is being called forward. You have been somebody who has been reconnecting with their dream space, reconnecting with their ancestors. You are somebody who has been operating inside of the energy of the feminine. You've been allowing the mother to communicate with you. You've been allowing the mother to bring you a higher state of awareness so that then you can be at the right place at the right time and really shift yourself upwards or downwards or stay in the same place. Ultimately, you are somebody who is playing a divine game now with the divine, with the higher self, with the lower self. And so as you go forward, have faith that you will find all the answers that you need at the right time and continue to trust that you are integrating all of the messages that you need to integrate and that you are surrendering the parts that no longer have value for your journey. And ultimately, only you will know what that means for you. And truthfully, maybe you are somebody who's doing this by slowing down and recognizing, okay, where are the people in my life moving forward and where are they still stuck and stagnant? I mean, we're all human beings, but you fixed signs of all of the collective are probably the ones that are going to be able to recognize where people aren't so much holding their shit together and where maybe their shit is sort of falling apart. And so maybe that is why you're leading the way that you're leading, covering the way that you're covering, shifting the way that you're shifting, because you recognize that the collective might be ready now to emerge from their protective creative bubble. Wow. I don't know. If that resonates with you, drop a rose. But if that didn't really resonate with you and you kind of vibe with the mother-in-law tongue that is being shown off here, I don't know why you'd put mother-in-law tongue inside, or snake grass inside of a an ornamental thing, because that grows like a weed up in Queensland. So I don't know. Anyway, if that was resonating with you, drop a rose. If that was not resonating with you, drop a snake plant emoji or something like that, you know? Cool. All right. Everybody looking after everybody in chat? All goods? All goods? All right. Where are we going next? We're going down. We're going down, down, down to Pussy Town. I said huh, the head to the heaven. I said in Newb, my hobby, Akatungo, Madam Bidi Bidding. I said huh, the grooves in the heart, grooves in the heart, grooves in the heart. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, I heard that you're settled down and that you're married now. How I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you things I couldn't give to you. Oh damn. Oh damn, oh damn, oh damn. This is the 8th card here, is the Ace of Swords. This got serious. Ooh, okay. Because you gotta have faith. I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith, baby. Who is that? I want your everybody. Da 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 da. Baby. This will resonate for someone, whatever that song was. Woo! Your reflection and your mirror. The way that you have chosen to express yourself in the past maybe is now, like, I'm getting the words trustful. You are now walking into the trustful that you set up for yourself. By you having been somebody who appears inside of the collective field, either offering the truth, offering clarity, offering people the ability or the choice to sever themselves from their tethers or bindings. By you having been that, it's like now you are walking through a trustful moment of your experience where all of the energy that you put out in the past, especially the energy that you were putting out in faith that it was going to be received, integrated, and unified inside of the field. This is why you did your part inside of the field. That same energy is now being reflected back to you. So if you've been somebody who was able to help people through difficult circumstances, difficult, deep circumstances, which may include the passing of a loved one or the separation from a loved one, whatever it is, however it is that you've been showing up for people, however you've been helping people reconnect with themselves, however you've been offering to be that shoulder, to be that emotional support person while they've been going through the experience. This is why the universe is sort of stalking you, I want to say. The universe is stalking you because it's waiting to see if you continue to stand in your truth. Because the moment that you step out of your alignment, that's where the universe will go, ha ha, ha ha. All right, testing you again. But I feel like I'm talking to somebody who, whether you are somebody who does work in the astral or does work on this physical 3D plane Earth, you are somebody who's connecting with a truth, who has an understanding of light and dark, who has done the integration work, and who recognizes that by you choosing to put peace energy into the past rather than putting discord or discourse or chaos into the past energy, by you closing out past cycles and allowing yourself to step into the new one, maybe Saturn is waving hello to you. Maybe you are entering into a new season with Saturn. Maybe you are stepping into this season of Saturn with awareness. And so the next 30 years of your life might be all about responsibility and discipline. But if that part isn't for you, let it go, obviously. Because you're somebody who recognizes your own truth. You can clearly see what messages are for you. And to be honest, the only purpose that I serve inside of your whole universe is to confirm what you already know, right? All right, so we'll move on to the 9th card here. That resonated with you, you can either drop an eyeball or a sword. And if that was your truth, you can just drop truth. This is my truth. I know who I am, and I know what energy is coming back to me. Because it is. The same energy, the way that you expressed yourself was an expression of love. It was an open-hearted offering that there was no holdbacks. You maybe even gave so much of yourself that you burnt yourself out. That's okay. You regenerate, you recover, you heal. You are somebody who has the eye of the tiger. Maybe you're somebody who's going on some kind of a Rocky Balboa adventure. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight. It's the da 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 da. Anyway. If this message is yours, it's yours. Claim the message. This message is mine. It's nice to meet you. I'm Chris, the Aussie Alchemist. Remember? All right, 9th card for the internal 9. Hey, your expression, your passion, it does culminate to something. It does go somewhere. You do build something for yourself. You actually do get to the future that you've seen for yourself already. You started with a dream. You started with a vision. You started with something in your mind as you were a child. You saw that this world had the ability to create safety, create comfort, create unity, create harmony. And so you, the fixed signs of the collective, you, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, have been the ones that have shown the rest of the world, just by showing up and being yourself, how we can do it too. And so I want to say thank you to you, because ultimately, when it is you that has a legacy inside of your mind, when it is you who has the entire collective field inside of their mind and expression, it is because of you that we can all see maybe where we're falling short, or maybe where we're over investing into things. But until we gain that awareness for ourselves, until maybe you shout it out, King of the Jungle roar just came into my head. If you shout it out loud enough for the rest of us to hear it, from the front, obviously you're at the front leading the way in this reading, at least the people in the middle will hear, and hopefully, fingers crossed, those people in the middle will turn around and let the people at the back know too. But ultimately, by you choosing to stay inside of your own energy, by you recognizing that you've been on a journey in the past, you've been on a journey where maybe you had to be the one to carry your own flame, you had to be the one to light your own flame, maybe you were an individual who was outside. And I wonder if you know how it really feels to be left outside alone when it's cold out here. Well, maybe you should know just how it feels to be left outside alone, to be left outside alone. How? I tell you, all my life I've been waiting for you to bring a fairy tale my way. Maybe you were that hopeless romantic standing out in the rain. Maybe you were that Charmander. Damn. Maybe you were that Charmander sitting out in the rain waiting for your trainer to come back. Maybe you never even knew that your trainer was being judged by Ash Ketchum. as he ran out from the Pokemon Center, coming to save you, actually, Charmander, little Charmander. Maybe you recognize that people out in the world need support that maybe they don't even know how to ask for, and so you do show up as somebody who recognizes that the ancient future is a possibility. It is a utopia that we can build in the here and now, very slowly, albeit, but we can build that in the future, and it does become built by us coming to the table as ourselves, maybe offering ourselves as the cultural sacrifice that is required, because maybe people need to laugh at what we believe in at first. Maybe people need to laugh at you so that you can believe in yourself even more. Maybe people need to laugh at your plans, your dreams, your visions, so that you can see, okay, well, if that's what you think, then I don't need to waste any more energy on you. I can go and be this beautiful offering to somebody else, because I know where I'm going. I know what my future looks like. I know what I have become over time, and I know what I will become by the end of time. I am somebody who is expressing as somebody who is here to leave a legacy, as somebody who is here to express their passion and live completely sold out for my own plans and purposes, and I will not be swayed. I will not be shown something else, something outside of myself, because I have seen the truth. And everything that I am is enough, and if there are people in my world who disagree, they can kindly go fly a kite. Got it? Because you are enough. You maybe have been on the edge of survival, and maybe you did allow yourself to tilt into negative energy once upon a time, but you know the consequences of experiencing that bedrock beneath you, and so being at rock bottom has taught you something. You found that wall behind you, and maybe you're realizing that that wall is a space of safety, and the things that you build from that bedrock, the things that you build from that baseline, can never be destroyed, especially if you build a beautiful life from the bottom all the way up, something that you're proud of, something that you will leave behind and recognize, I did that. Something that you can maybe even come back in next lifetimes and recognize, damn, I'm so grateful for myself having achieved that in my lifetime. Damn, I'm so grateful that I believed in myself enough to actually follow my dreams and ambitions and see them realized. Damn, I'm so grateful I didn't give up. I'm so grateful I didn't let other people get inside of my head and tell me that I wasn't enough, that I wasn't this, that I wasn't that. I am so grateful that I put all of my energy on gambling on myself. I'm so grateful that I shifted my energy towards myself so that I was constantly regenerated, so that I was constantly in the energy of creation, so that I was constantly able to see clearly the truth, so that I could arrive at my own legacy in my own time, in my own way, and if anybody had a problem with it, they became a speed bump on the road, and that's all they were. A little moment of elevation where maybe I got a bit ungrounded, but ultimately, they're a part of the past. And we build with these stones our future, with the stones that maybe are thrown to us by people who are only there to remind us that keep being yourself. And if you're irritating people, then it's probably because they would like to be doing the thing that you are doing. So pay them no notice. They don't pay your bills. Forget them. They're probably going to change their name in 2 weeks anyway, so forget about it. Alright, that was the internal 9. That felt very good. Fixed signs, tell me. Did that feel good for you? Fixed placements, tell me. Did that resonate with you? How did it go for you? I'm coming back to chat. Hello to the Tigress Guy Taro. How you doing? If it was just given, we wouldn't cherish it. B. Abbott. Love is hard. Sometimes the love I did have was transactional, but I'm learning that the love is unconditional. Grooves in the heart, heart. Grooves in the heart, da 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 da. Scrubs in the heart. So that will be one quadrant. This will be another quadrant. This will be another quadrant. This will be another quadrant. And then I'll read the 22nd card at the end. And I'm going to pull the quadrants with a stone just to see. And I'm just prepping the external 12, so I'm back in chat. Libre 108. If we were in Nirvana, there would be nothing to understand. You guys are ignoring the key concept. If heaven exists, we wouldn't need to go through understanding, fighting, peace, whatever. Yo. Cheers, bro. Or sis, I don't know. I'm just trying to understand what's going on with Libre.108. Go to channel. Ariel, how's it going? Ariella. How are you? Joined YouTube on June 29, 2023. So I think this must be your first time here. You're gonna have to compete with the person that I'm speaking to in real life, though, Ken. Where are you calling in from, Ken? So Libre.108. What is your belief system? Are you a Christian? Are you an atheist? I love Nirvana. Hello, 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 when the lights out, entertain us, here we are now, entertain us, I was stupid and contagious, here we are now, entertain us, I'm a liar, I'm on fire, I'm a player, and a Theo, yeah, bam 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 bam, bam 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 bam, dun 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 dun. You're agnostic. So is this agnosticism, or are you somebody who recognizes that there is a higher power, but you just can't decide which one you want to believe in? I've been there, bro. Or cis, or they, them, however you identify. I've been there. Yeah. Okay. See, agnosticism typically will get you to that place where, well, at least that's where I got to. We try and inject our own experience into the collective experience or the collective understanding, and so it's difficult sometimes for a finger to perceive that it has a purpose. It's difficult, say, for a thumb to recognize its importance on the whole. And for the most part, as the consciousness evolves, as the consciousness grows, we require people just like you, Ray, to exist inside of the world so that we can have a past. Even we require people like you to be inside of the world so that we can have a future. People who choose to sit outside of naming, either from apathy or from reverence or even to misinformation or disinformation, however it is that you choose to arrive at whatever it is that is governing you inside of your experience, inside of your life. Ariel, I'm speaking to you, by the way. Libre.108. I would urge you to explore these things from the space of your own channel as well, because just yesterday or the day before, I did mention that because it's me sitting inside of this space, inside of the here and now, I get to navigate this conversation. I get to steer this conversation in any direction that I want. And so agnosticism isn't really something that I'm pushing too far beyond what I've expressed in the here and now, because I'm not gonna dishonor you and try and give you the microphone and the camera in this moment here and now. I think because you as an individual would struggle to do that, it's easier just for me to continue being the person that I am in this moment, and for you to decide for yourself if you're resonating or not. If you do recognize that there's a moment where I do ask a question that could be pertaining to you or something that you specifically could answer, feel free to jump in. But for the most part, this whole segment has smelt like teen spirit. So going back to that nirvana point that you brought into the conversation, rock on, bro or sis or they them. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 where the lights are, entertainment, here we are now, entertainment, yeah. Oh, okay, so Libre.108, you're not actually talking to me. Now that I understand that, be gone. And that's it. All goods. I can only do what I can do. And if there's going to be dissonance inside of my field, I'll remove it with love. Because if you're not wanting to listen to me, then I have no idea why you're here, my love. And yeah. So I apologize that I wasted everybody else's time in that moment, because yeah. I don't know what else to tell you. This is not your show. And I can tell you that if you would like to start your own YouTube channel, and if you would like to build relationships in the way that you chose to build relationships in the here and now, you'll get the results that you're looking for very quickly. But yeah, I have to be a good steward of my energy and the energy that's in this moment here and now, because it's been fantastic. I haven't been checking up on chat, but pretty sure if anything goes weird again, I might just put Shirley as a moderator if she's still here, and then yeah, she can deal with it, because I'm here to do a reading for the fixed signs, not to have individual conversations with individuals. I actually have a whole segment for that where we have a spiritual conversation. So probably what's going to happen in the future, around the time that I reach my year 8, all of these interruptions, I will actually combine them and create moments of transformation and alchemy before I even knew what was happening. Because I do believe that God gives you the ability to do things that are inside of your timeline for whatever timeline you're watching and paying attention to. So what I'm talking about, if you're using your north node to direct yourself today and then you use your moon sign tomorrow, however you choose to navigate yourself is up to you. So yeah, anyway. Beautiful. All right, everything's gonna be all right. Let's see. Is everybody happy with the way that I let that person go? I hope I wasn't too rough, because I know that I can be. I know that I know that if I feel like I'm connected to my truth, I can cut not just the tether, but sometimes the hand that's holding onto the tether. And yeah, I'm learning to be my gentle self. I too am sitting inside of the energy of the planetary offering, so I do my best. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. I need 10 more cards. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. That will be the first card for the bottom quadrant. We still don't know who is who. 9 more cards. Ooh. Hey, I can actually see it. Beautiful. Yeah, I want you to know that you're my baby girl. You're beautiful. Yeah, I want you to know that you're my favorite girl. West Virginia. Baby, take a ride in my car. You can take the passenger seat. Maybe we don't have to go far unless you want to show me a lovely place out of town where we can both feel at ease. Oh no! I didn't put my lid back on my tea. My tea is gonna be cold. Mobile culo. Mobile culo. Mobile culo. Oh no! I just put coffee in mate. Fuck! Or did I just put mate, coffee in mate and coffee? I don't know. Oh, damn! I saw a notification just before and I realized that one of my favorite YouTubers is actually live right now. I don't see notifications for this person, so drink it. Drink it if you want to drink your V, bro. I don't know what the drama is with that. Anyway. What's on your shelf? Sorry. The whole top quadrant is on the shelf. I'm just catching up, trying to figure out where it dropped out. Yeah. Buffering. And then somebody came in and said, quick, there's tarot readings on this other channel, so they've been removed. What in the world? Whatever. We are now connected to just my internet. That's not the kind of questions that I do here, and to be honest, I don't think I'm going to explain to you ever again why we don't do that kind of question here. So dhale-t9n, see ya. Ah, yum. Yum. All right. Sorry. Eventually in the future, I will have timestamps on this video, so you probably won't even ever see this moment ever again. But yeah, about to start the external 12. It'll be 3 cards per zodiac. So if you are a Leo, if you are a Taurus, if you're an Aquarius or a Scorpio, these external cards are just a little bit more information for you to take into the rest of your month, actually. Fingers crossed more than 15 of you decide to catch me on the next astrological weather so that you can be better prepared for what's going on in the here and now. Awareness doesn't necessarily prevent tower moments from happening. That can still happen, but sometimes awareness can change the way that the tower moment appears. And yeah, the way that the energy moved in the here and now with the knowledge of it on the 1st of April may have made you choose to appear today differently. But we live and we learn, right? Hilarious. All right. Anyway. I can get distracted watching. I can totally get distracted watching chat. Alright. I'll say it again. Top 12 will be offered if they want a reading, a quick energy check at the end of the 22 card spread. So here we go. I just need one element to come out. Aquarius, actually. Aquarius is good. Today is your reading. You are the first quadrant to be read out. So, Aquarius, your energy is feeding from the 10 of Pentacles. Aquarius, the oracle card for you is it's time to go there. What you are avoiding may be what is ready to move. Card number 31 is midway through the fire energy of this deck, and so what was it that Spirit brought to your awareness throughout this reading? Which of the internal 9 cards was the message for you to work on? Only you will know what message was for you. Only you will know if this message was for you overall. Only you will know how it is that you are choosing to see things in the here and now. You may have been somebody who in the past stayed beyond the point of comfort. You may have been somebody in the past who moved too quickly to enjoy the experience. I don't know how this is going to resonate for everybody, but something changed in your past. Maybe you started realizing that your comfort was slowly slowing you down. Maybe you realized that your comfort, your disinterest in learning about another path, your disinterest in seeing anything outside of the way you chose to see things could have been a painful experience. It could have been a painful solitary experience as well. Aquarius, shout out to you. I don't know what it is that you walked away from or what it is that you are walking towards, but whatever it is, I know that it's changed the way that you're going to be seeing your future, the way that you are going to be experiencing your legacy. Aquarius, maybe you have been unable to stabilize your compassion. Maybe you have not been able to give in the way that you wanted to give. Maybe you have not been able to express the way that you wanted to express, but I do believe that something inside of this reading gave you a shift of perspective. Something that has happened to you within your day to day has given you the Hanged Man, and it's like graduation, because I'm seeing you graduating from the Hanged Man, which is such a weird thing, like seeing somebody in full graduation garb coming out from being hands tied behind their back. And then I guess that sort of does make sense. You were in school, you were in training, you were training for something, and then what happens when you come out of that training? Your hands do literally get taken out from behind your back, and you're no longer in training mode. You are in competition mode. You are in the energy that will carry you forward. Eight of Swords on the shelf. Now, this wasn't the original card. I did put it somewhere else. I wish I looked at them before, but I didn't. Eight of Swords on the shelf. We got a 9 in your past energy, and then we've got an 8 in your present energy. Aquarius. This is a backwards step. Unless you're a sneaky son of a bitch, Aquarius. So what? You recognize that this was maybe one too many swords? So this was the lesson that you were in the past. You were about to offer yourself to the collective field. You were about to close out a painful cycle. You were about to fill in the blank. Were you going to end a relationship? Were you going to quit a job? Were you going to quit a hobby? Were you going to change direction? Was it a sea change, a tree change, a wife swap, a hubby swap? What was it? You're about to do something that didn't feel like you wanted to do, and then this is why this card comes out, the shift in perspective. It's time to go there. It would have felt like you were being restricted, and so the universe is giving you a change in perspective. The universe is sending you back into the 8 swords. It's not going to be putting you through the same experience, but it's going to be making you see that those swords are up to you to interpret how they are felt. You don't have to be trapped walking through a boggy marsh. That may be something that was culturally appropriate for the past, but you, having been at the 9, having come back to the 8 after the Hanged Man comes in, that tells me that you arrived at the 10 and then came all the way back to an 8. Maybe you needed to let something die, pass away. Maybe you needed to iron out a wrinkled thought. Maybe you needed to correct some kind of cognitive schema. I don't know how it works for you. But whatever it is that you did, the energy goes from a yellow sun, a yellow sunflower inside of a very darkened image, to an orange image. It tells me that you maybe have had a rebirth in your sacral chakra. You maybe have had a rebirth in the way that you connect with your creativity. You maybe have shifted the way that you choose to interact with the world. Maybe you actually did change the way that you do business. I don't know. Maybe in the past you were somebody who was too focused on the pain, on the difficulty of the struggle. And now you just realize that ultimately when you're surrounded by these swords, As long as you're applying your perception, your knowledge, and you're not choosing to remain stuck inside of toxic cycles and loops, you will progress forward. And you will embody the energy of the Hanged Man ongoing until it is that you decide that you want to go somewhere else, that you want to shift somewhere else. And Aquarius, you will. Once you integrate, that's it. You're free to do what you want any old time. So enjoy. Aquarius, that was your message. CrowQueen, yeah. You might want to go back to my invocation. I already welcomed Jesus into the room, bro. Or sis. Or they, them. Sorry, I don't want to assume your gender whatsoever. Can I ask, do you have a YouTube channel? Yeah. CrowQueen 3687. The worship playlist, the outlaw bit, every day is Halloween, bluegrass, music and such. You've got 8 subscribers, and you joined November 10, 2013. I can't see, apart from your worship playlist, I can't see anywhere you have tried using your platform to educate people with your own voice. This is my chat room that you've arrived at. If you have an issue with the way that I'm speaking inside of this room, or if you're going to continue to pick on people, I'm going to remove you. I don't know why you feel confident enough to do what you're doing in my space. Like, just so you understand, I've opened up this moment, I've created this moment out of obedience to God. And so the people that come through are being used as stepping stones for me to reach my future. Now, I believe that you have enough energy inside of yourself to, instead of be scrolling from live to live, giving your 2 cents here and there, which will get lost, you're splintering your own energy and you're dispersing your energy through the internet. The most painful thing for me, because I don't have to move, you've come into this space that we've created together, right? And you're choosing to stay inside of this space and continue to create this moment together, when you could be in front of a camera yourself. You could do what I'm doing yourself, in your own space, in your own time, with nobody being able to come in and pressure you to do one thing or the other. Now, I don't understand why you feel so challenged, or why you feel so provoked that you want to share that inside of a tarot reading anyway. This is for you to take confirmations or not. I don't want to be your God. I don't want to be your dictator. I don't want to be your mummy. I don't want to be your daddy. It is my true belief that I speak to sovereign, capable, strong adults who recognize who they are, who recognize the limits of their energy, and that recognize their trajectory for their life. I can admit to you that I too was once upon a time a person who sat in other people's lives. And it's ironic, if you hear what I'm saying, you hear what I'm saying, and if you don't, you don't. Sat in other people's lives wondering why I never got to do anything with my life. It's because where your attention goes, your energy flows. And so, CrowQueen, 3687. I thank you so much for trusting me with your energy. I thank you so much for coming into this space and trusting everybody who is in chat, looking down or looking into the conversation we are having here and now. I thank you for sharing your energy with me. I was just drinking a little bit of mate and coffee, so I was regenerating. So I do appreciate the way that you've shown up to help this moment continue. The offering of energy that you've given into this space and moment is exquisite. And so I thank you for choosing to come into this moment. And yeah. Oh dear. I'm very aware that Jesus loves me. Very aware. I actually have conversations with my brother all the time, every day. I communicate with his mother and his father every day. I communicate with his angelic brethren every day. And John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whomever would believe in him shall not perish but have eternal life. So can we leave it at that? That message is 2026 years old. Can we move on with what's happening today in the here and now, perhaps? CrowQueen, you seem to be so surrounded by darkness yourself. There are people literally talking to you, offering light in chat, even me in the here and now, and you are the only one that's perceiving darkness. That's your inclusion to this moment. That's your addition to this moment. None of us are sitting in darkness on this side of the conversation. That's fine. CrowQueen, I'm gonna put this on pause. Is there something that I can do to help you so that I can facilitate your moving on from this moment? Because I genuinely don't understand what I have done to stir you in this way. Blasphemy. That is a lie, CrowQueen. Jesus doesn't stand at the door to your heart and knock for you to open the door. This is the mass hysteria that the cross has offered through civilization, and you deem your mind civilized. You are an animal in a garden with culture that has been applied to your external, to your internal, and you have been Western washed with ideals, and you come into my chat confused. I beg you to take your voice and project it into YouTube from your own space, from your own channel. Because I can now see all of the other light workers trying to help you in chat. And yet we still are here talking to you. See, CrowQueen, what I want you to understand is what you're describing, your experience of opening a door and inviting something in, is an externalized experience. You have placed God and Christ consciousness outside of your body. You have disconnected yourself from the truth, which is why you feel darkness. Adam and Eve behaved in the same way, which is why they grabbed onto the fig leaves. You will transcend this moment too. You will stop trying to remove the stick from my eye, and you will recognize the log in your own. You will, in time, recognize that you have sold me out for your 30 pieces of silver, and I hope that you don't find that tree in the end. Because ultimately, if you understand that story, and if you even understand what happened at the last moments when Jesus accepted a criminal into heaven in his last moments, I want you to understand that if you're truly believing in your story, or in the story that you're choosing to tell in this moment here and now, I want you to have a moment to yourself and recognize for yourself, is Judas in heaven with the Father, or is Judas in hell? Do you recognize that by fulfilling your calling, by fulfilling your destiny, by living your life as you feel called, you meet your own reward? I'm telling you in the here and now that if you continue to project your mission into this space, I will shut you down. And not because I disagree with you, or not because I think I'm better than you, but because I haven't created this moment to discuss what we're discussing. This moment literally was created for a tarot reading. And so this is where my confusion, this is where you have offered into my field confusion. Because I haven't created this field for this discussion. I created this field for tarot. And so I warn you, I tell you, you are now appearing in this field as opposition for no reason. You are sitting in the center of our attention, attacking yourself for no reason. Wow. Okay, CrowQueen. Oh. May she enjoy her dreaming. May she be surrounded by love as she traverses the light of her own making. I apologize that I was not good enough to help you see the truth that you skirt around but don't embody. And I will always love you. Who will always love you. Taurus. Wow, this reading is nutbags. Taurus, you're next. We had Aquarius come out and we have Taurus come out next. That is ridiculous. I can't wait for the weekend to begin. Oh my gosh, it's Monday. I can't say that. It's my Monday. Today is just Monday. It's a Monday. Ooh. How come every time she come around my London bridge wanna go down like London, we going down like London, we going down like... Alright, Taurus. I never have to bloody worry about you. Shout out to my dad, he's a Taurus. Oh, Taurus. You got card number 51. This is Aether. It's like the second card of Aether. Duality merge. Surrender dark into light. Exactly. And I feel like we just had an alchemical moment like this, where we had to surrender the dark to the light, right? Taurus, for you, I want to say that your current energy is the King of Pentacles. What on earth have you been doing, Taurus? How on earth have you been stabilizing everything? Like literally, Taurus, it feels like, I don't know. Do you see, who's that UFC fighter? What's the name of that UFC fighter? CM. I'm seeing CM. Ah, he's like, you don't want to fight me, bro. I don't even know. What nationality? McGregor. Ah. Anyway, you could be I don't know. It feels like you could be some kind of professional. It feels as though you could be some kind of white collar worker even. Maybe you got rich with that that change of direction for the finances. Not sure. Taurus, this card here talks about material stability. So you being in your real world, knowing exactly what you want to move towards, what you want to move away from, steer away from. So you see the sword. You are the sword. I am the sun. I am the air. I am everything I need to be now. Just like everybody else is. You see, I've already waited too long. And all I want is... Damn. Two of Cups in the past. I don't know. You may be offered yourself... Oh, this could be talking about the moment that we just transcended here on this video. I don't know. Take what resonates. Taurus, maybe you were appearing inside of your field in the past as somebody who wore their heart on their sleeve, somebody who was too willing to offer their energy, the beautiful, clean, golden light energy that I'm seeing that you had to offer. You were appearing inside of your field with faith, with love. You were believing that this reality could not really sway you from being who you are. You recognize that you were going to offer this thing even if nobody wanted to receive it from you. And so what happened? Maybe you had to go through the lesson of not every connection, not every person is going to get my attention. maybe from this point onwards, from when you experience this Two of Cups in the reverse, it put you in the energy of, nah, fuck that. I'm going to look after myself. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to take care of the things that I enjoy. I'm going to take care of the things that I want to bring out into the world. I'm not going to waste energy on connections, on people who don't see my value, don't see my worth, and I'm not going to pour into people who I don't see value, who I don't see worth. And that may sound like a judgment, but it actually seems like a way that you've been protecting yourself. I don't believe that you would have arrived at the King of Pentacles here, Taurus, if it wasn't something that you had gone through. Wah! Literally, you went through something that changed your whole outlook. This Death in the reverse leading into the Justice card, you're changed. There was you like the language that's coming through, and it's like a divine feminine whispering in my ear. It's like, what did you expect? You walked away from things that people, places, and things that were not able to reflect the same energy that you were offering. You started offering that energy to yourself, stabilizing yourself, enjoying the energy of Venus. Shout out to Venus right now. You connected with your sensuality. You connected with your heart. You allowed yourself to experience your shadow. You saw your shadow, and now you have integrated it, allowing it maybe to produce your richness, to produce your abundance. Whatever it is for you personally, Taurus, you've gone through some kind of transformation and rebirth that has allowed you to come out standing in your truth, standing in harmony with your field. Ancient Egypt may be important for you, but I'm also seeing a crossbow here. I'm seeing a crossbow here, and I'm recognizing that if you so choose, the things that are holding you back can be the things that allow you to bolt forward. I don't know if you see the crossbow, but when I put it like that, I see a crossbow. And I mean, if the ancient Egyptian energy is what's drawing you into the here and now, then maybe you do have Ra energy trying to offer you an opportunity to unburden yourself, lighten your load as you go through. Make sure that you're speaking your truth, not just feeling your truth. Also acknowledging the people that came before you to establish this justice, this stability in your here and now. Taurus, it feels like Venus is shouting out to you with this card. It feels like Venus has seen all of your hard work. It has seen all of the ways that you have sacrificed, surrendered, and applied yourself to the collective field in order to arrive at where you're at. And I do know that that energy may change for everybody because it is looking at future energy. But at the moment, Taurus, you are somebody who is materially stable, if not about to achieve that. So Taurus, thank you for showing up the way that you do. Thank you for stabilizing the world. Thank you for having trust and patience. Because ultimately, if it wasn't for you, this Aries moment that we're going through might feel a little bit crash outy. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know. All right, let's see. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. All right, let's see. It's Scorpio. Oh my gosh, what in the world? This reading's come out real good. Scorpio, you're sitting on top of the Queen of Cups, and I all of a sudden need to use the bathroom. I'm drinking too much coffee too fast. I'll be right back. Stay with my peacock and my owl, please. Nice, MX170. G'day, how are ya? Sorry, I didn't see ya. Didn't see you sneak in. How's it going? Hey, how you doing? Sorry I can't get through. Can I get your name and your number? And I'll get back to you. Ha ha ha. Scorpio. Scorpy. Intensity, exposing, purging, renewal. Scorpio, you guys had the death card in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune bleeding into the Queen of Cups. So you've definitely been somebody who has been stabilizing your quadrant. You've been maybe letting go of past habits which are no longer in resonance with the future that you perceive for yourself. You maybe even shifted a gear altogether and just started investing really hard in things that you believe in, things that bring you comfort, things that you interact with on a daily, weekly basis. You're no longer investing in things that don't give you a mutual sort of exchange. Feels as though you've really done good at not giving to people who don't deserve it, according to you. And every single person, every single individual on this planet will have a different sliding scale for what I just said. Not everybody's going to give in the same way. Not everybody is going to extend compassion in the same way. Not everybody is going to offer love in the same way. And based on your experiences, Scorpio, it could hit you any number of ways, right? I'm scared to flip these cards. Because you got the death card here. So I'm like, no. Got me looking so crazy, my baby, tonight I'm myself. Baby, I'm foolish, I won't do this. Alright, soul whispers. Listen to your guiding soul to activate more messages. Ooh, Scorpio. Scorpio, you've got the Ace of Wands. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tell me, baby, can't you see? You got everything we need, Scorpio. Of course you get the Ace of Wands. Of course you've got the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. And so feels like all I'm hearing is you won. You win. You win what? What's in the past energy? The star. Oh. Oh. Aquarius coming out here again. So maybe Scorpio, you do need to go back to the Aquarius segment. But Scorpio, you win. With your past energy being death in reverse and then the star. So this is you going through something internally, maybe that nobody else recognized and nobody else saw. You went through a big transformation. Again, maybe nobody else saw. You were healing alone. You weren't bleeding out all over people. You were allowing yourself to recover properly. You have actually recovered in a way that Scorpio, I don't think people realize that you were wounded. Like, do you know how the exoskeleton that I was talking about before at the very beginning of this reading, like, you've changed your exoskeleton and none of the abdomen look broken. Like your whole new shell. You've come out brand new, like strong, renew, like brand new. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on in, let me out. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on in, let me out. Literally. And so when I look at Aquarius here, it's like you, even with this, listen to your guiding soul to activate more messages, and then for this to push me over there. Like, I don't even, with the star, literally, it's like when you choose to follow your intuition, when you choose to follow the spiritual guidance that comes through for you on an individual basis, when you choose to resonate rather than hold on to messages, when you choose to be the messenger yourself, you will recognize that not all messages will be for you and not all messages will resonate with you. And sometimes you will find yourself saying and doing things which are like, I hope that resonates with somebody, because ultimately you allow the universe to renew you. You allow the universe to show you what it is that you need to do. You allow the universe to guide you and renew you and restore you. And so all you have to do is really look after yourself. Make sure that you're using your energy in a way that lets you continue to show up in the world the way that you want to show up in the world. Allows you to, what? What here? Ooh. Yeah. Allows you to stop, enjoy the moment, give yourself the same energy that you give other people, stop, enjoy the moment, and really connect to it, Scorpio. There's no reason that you need to exhaust yourself or give of yourself to people who don't even, are never going to make an attempt of understanding. Like, Scorpio, you've been somebody who potentially could have taken action towards people who were not taking actions towards themselves. Cut yourself clean off the hook and stop moving for a sec. See where those people are moving. See what those people are doing with their life. Like, double check that you're not changing your whole trajectory of your life because somebody that doesn't have a hope or a plan for theirs is trying to knock you off your path. Ultimately, if you are put inside of delay energy by somebody else, by an external source, I'm speaking in the here and now that will be removed from your path. And now, if that's just somebody speaking negative words over you, Scorpio, or whoever's resonating with this part, so be it. But I want you to recognize that you can speak life over yourself as well. You can speak life over the things that have felt dead inside of yourself as well. There is no reason that you need to take an external stop sign as anything more than feedback. I mean, obviously, if you're driving in a car and you get to a stop sign, please stop. That's what the sign is trying to alert you to. But in terms of spiritually, esoterically, tarot minded, if you ever find a blockage or a blockade or some kind of wall that you can't make it through, give yourself the opportunity to get observant, go into that page of Swords energy and get observant, see what is happening. Don't necessarily project energy into the field until you absolutely have to, because people will reveal to you who they are in the first place, and you won't have to expend much energy to allow people really to dig their own holes and bury themselves. You just have to be there to sort of oversee the final bang, 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 the final nail going into the coffin. But yeah, Scorpio, I mean, with the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune and the Star, I know that you've been on a journey of self-discovery, and I know that the person you have found is never going to abandon you ever again. And yeah, I'm still talking about you. You're never going to abandon yourself ever again, and you are going to be your best friend through every situation. It's you versus the world now, but it's never really just been you versus the world. You've had your whole spirit team, you've had your whole ancestral team, you've had your gods up in the sky or down here on the ground or inside of your experience, pushing you forward, showing you the way that you should step forward, 1 foot at a time, trusting and believing that you would arrive at your destination because you saw it first inside of your mind, you allowed it to fall into your heart, and then you expressed it to the universe in faith, surrendering it in that expression so that it would come back to you exactly the way that you deserved, you desired, you saw. So yeah, that's it for you, Scorpio. I'm leaving it there. Where's the 5 of Cups in reverse? Ken Dog? Anyway. Scorpio, if that was resonating with you, I'm going to go back to tarot reading mode, customer service mode. Engage customer service. Okay. Engaging customer service. Thank you so much, Jane. Appreciate you. I guess that leaves Leo. Any Leos in the house? Shout out to any Leos in the house. Any Leos in the house? Hello. 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 Woo woo. Woo woo. Nice, MX. Yay! Hello, you're a Leo. If you will experience high consciousness, you will see the sign of the Star of Bethlehem. Jane. Jane. Is there still silly buggers happening in chat that I haven't noticed or been aware of? Can you just let me know? Please. Jane? Sorry to put pressure on you, but yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah, Akmon, that's literally the comment that made me go, is there something weird happening still? I don't know. I'm just trying to finish the tarot reading. Enchanted Star 144, Grand Rising. How are you? Alright. I think this is just going to be a 3.5 hour. Oh, can't wait until all of this is done and on the membership side, and then you guys are just deciding what gets released to the public. It's coming very soon, mind you. Like, I cannot believe how quickly. And I just want to say to everybody who has been going through the playlist and finding videos where the titles resonate with you, thank you so much. Like, literally. You've been adding hours to my counter, and I do need to get to 3,000 hours, so thank you all so much. Yeah, I'm blown away. But anyway, this isn't about me. It's now about you, Leo. I wonder if your stone will come out. Leo? No, Gemini. Leo? No, Cancer. Leo? No, Cancer. Leo? No, Capricorn. Leo! Capricorn. Alright, I give up. Leo. Mr. Squid. Ouch. I just gripped my own bloody nostril with the face of the peacock. Anyway. Oh, alright, Leo. Leo. Your internal energy comes from the Empress. Feeding into that is the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands. And so your oracle card, Leo, is Levity. Go to a high up place. Get a shift in perspective. Are you going skydiving? Are you going bungee jumping? Leo, your energy is the Five of Cups. It's the energy of grief. Lover, 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 you don't treat me no good no more. Oh, lover, 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 you don't treat me no good no more. Unbreak my heart, say you love me again. Undo this hurt that was done when you walked out my life and walked out. Uncry these tears I've cried so many nights. Unbreak my heart. Oh, oh, oh. Leo. It's like getting to the top of the mountain, thinking that you are walking with someone and realizing that there's no one there beside you. Or like telling someone that you would meet them at the transit lounge at the transit airport and you're just there until your flight gets called and you never see. It's like and then you definitely did give yourself the same love that you poured out into the collective, Leo. It's like the Divine Mother herself saw your struggle. It's like the Divine Mother saw your pain and felt for you. This may be why you're being elevated into the energy that you're being elevated into. I don't know. That levity card makes me feel like you're about to be... I put my love on top. Baby, you're the one that I want. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. Right. So you got to the top of that mountain and you realized there was no one there with you. Bruh, that's devastating. It's like you weren't competing with anybody. You were just trying to get your own time. You were just trying to do your personal best. You were trying to make sure that you were showing up inside of the collective field, giving what you could. And then you got to the top and it's like, oh, there's no one here with me. I'm here without you, baby. And you're still with me in my dreams. 'Cause tonight, girl, it's only you and me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Tell me, baby, can't you see? My 5, 6, 7, 8, my boots scooting, baby, is driving me crazy, ma. Line dancing. Oh, praise God. Leo. All is good. I did wonder. I was like, is it just this Aries season? Is it literally like, I don't know what's happening. There's too much happening and I'm feeling like I'm going to be under the water soon. Like, literally, it feels like this is too much water. 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 And, yeah. Leo, I mean, if you've been able to pay attention to the way that you've been feeling leading up to today, if you've been able to pay attention to the way that you were responding to the world, responding to the universe, it is a time at the moment where you may be very misunderstood, or where you may be understanding people as well. Everybody collectively is going through Aries with lots of different planets in their own timelines, and so just to say it lightly, with the moon and Mercury moving into Aries today, give people a break. I understand that order and structure and stability may be the way that you choose to operate for yourself moving forward. This may be ultimately what leaves you feeling like you can just shimmy, shimmy, shake into the next scene, to the next party, to the next person, to the next whatever it is for you. And yeah, I do understand, and I feel this really strongly for you, Leo. I do understand that you are actually inside of this Emperor energy, inside of this Aries energy, doing your thing, winning. Like, you are the king here. You are the Emperor here, Leo. This is a lion sitting here on their throne with 2 other lions sitting side by side. So as long as you are able to keep yourself focused, as long as you're able to keep yourself walking the path towards your own personal ascension within your own field, don't sweat the small stuff. Literally, to all of you. Again, just before I read the 20-second card, the simple answer from the simple oracle was not to sweat the small stuff. You've all been on the journey that you've been on. You all recognize the things that you can either change or not change. You can either choose to remain stuck, stagnant, comfortable, complacent, in the past, low timeline vibration if you want to. No one's forcing you to do better. You know, you only live for a maximum of 120 years, and so you are a blemish inside of this experience. So you either are going to choose to honor who you are as a person and do exactly what you want without hurting anybody, or you're not. You're either going to be somebody that recognizes that the same power that created the entire universal cosmic experience that we're having from this one tiny little planet inside of the entire universe called Earth, and you can do with that what you will, or live sold out completely for yourself, because ultimately no one's going to do that for you. No one's going to live your life for you. And if you're too scared to voice your dreams out loud, then it's your life. It's your 24 hours of the day. It's your life. So, 22nd card. It's the Queen of Wands. It's my hope that you, the individual that's been resonating with this message, if you have been, are somebody who recognizes their own potential, recognizes their own reflection in the mirror, recognizes that they are somebody who is going through this experience, honoring themselves, not from a place of pride or boastfulness, but honoring themselves, recognizing that this entire experience is yours. When you decide how you want to understand it, interpret it, respond to it, this is where you truly receive all of your power back, and the world will reflect to you the same truth that you choose to hold on to. The world will reflect to you the truth that you choose to express, embody, be. The world will show you eventually who you are. You will see with that first Aquarius card that came out, you will see that you have been, always were, always will be enough. You always have been the right amount of you that was required inside of the field. You decided for yourself a long time ago that you weren't going to stay stuck. You weren't going to stay stagnant. That you were going to move forward, that you were going to see the way forward and never be held back by anything. You chose to integrate messages of love and light. You chose to integrate your own shadow. You chose to recognize that your shadow has potential inside of it to carry you forward. And so you chose to buckle down and get going on your purpose, on your mission, using your energy the way that you want to for your life. It's your life. It's now or never. You're not gonna live forever. Maybe you are somebody who has been on a self-help journey. Maybe you have been somebody who recognized in the past you didn't have the right access to the right power, or maybe you were connected to the wrong source. Maybe you were worshipping the wrong God. Now, I don't believe that that is a truth, but if that's something that you feel, maybe. And so in this reading, I feel that you got reconnected with your purpose, your passion, your light. Your light was reignited in this moment for you to do with what you desire. It's your life. And you recognize that if you cannot pull yourself out of the deep, dark place of grief alone, you now recognize that you can tap into the Divine Mother, the Heavenly Father. You can get a higher perspective. You can do the shadow work. You can do the breath work. You can do the journaling. You can do the psychology. You can do the runs. You can do the biking. You can do what you need to do to help yourself out of your circumstances, your situations, so that you never find yourself in that same circumstance ever again. Fixed signs. This was freaking awesome. 3 hours and 15 minutes on the clock. Love it. I love it. When you're holding me, you make me feel so neat. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. So, that's 22 cards. How you feeling? How's our reading? Did any of it resonate? Was all of it nonsense? Was any of it coherent for you as an individual? A ring my bell, a ring my bell. Ah. Oh, smell that one. That one's amazing. Beautiful. Thank you for being here, Akmon. Thank you for being here, Jane. Tigress Guide, yeah. I mean, that's how I learned. By hurting myself, by falling over, by trying things, by trying things. I was never afraid to try things, so yeah, that's awesome. I'm not a fixed sign, so I'll move on. Okie dokie, Troy Venom, 6186. Perfect. I typically do all signs whenever I get to it, at least once a month. It may not come in the timeline that you need it or anticipate it, but this is why I have my email, AussieNomadTarot@gmail.com, in my description box on my channel. If you do need a personal message quicker than I'm able to offer it on the public side of things, then just reach out to me. Until I get into a busier stage of life, I have 12 slots a month available for people to connect with me. That does mean that I'm available privately for 12 hours a month. Whether you can pay for it or not, whether you need 15 minutes or an hour, email me. The slots are 1 hour slots, and that's it. Whether you need to work with me for Reiki work, whether you need to work with me for just a general conversation, whether you just need somebody in your corner letting you know that you're doing all right, doing good, email me. AussieNomad@gmail.com. But yeah, other than that, I'm trying to appear five days out of 7 days a week. I understand that I should be posting something every day, but I don't follow robot rules. I kind of listen to God, and if God says go live, then I go live. Like Saturday, like my last live, I came on a Saturday and wasn't even sure who the message was going to resonate with, and then we got 1,000 people come through. So yeah, look, in the here and now, if you're resonating with this, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button. It allows more people who are potentially going to resonate with the message to come through and sit with us and chat with us. If you want to let me know what you resonated with after the fact, drop it in a comment. At the moment, I'm still in the live chat, so live chat will be available over here for you in the future. And yeah, if you hit the subscribe button, obviously that helps me continue to do what I'm doing for as long as I can do it, which at the moment I have another 10 years left in my trajectory. I am in my second year, so I am in the year where I properly wrinkle out, polish out my values and my resources. So fingers crossed I can lock this in for myself in the here and now, and this can be something that builds me my resources based on the values that I've brought forward and demonstrated through all of the videos that I've posted. So yeah, thank you so much for connecting with me in the here and now. I'm literally about to go to live chat, so if you are exiting from this point, ciao ciao, and if not, I'm going to the chat where I told chat that the top 12 people inside of the chat, top 12 chatters would be getting the opportunity for a reading. So if you are one of those people, I'm going to restrict it in the here and now to obviously the star signs that were named. But if you are either Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio, drop your star sign in the chat. And yeah, all that you have to be is one of those top 12 to be asked if you want an energy check. What is an energy check? I pretty much will pull out 3 cards, present, past, and future energy, and that's it. But overall, it is always going to be my intention that at least one of these 22 cards will resonate with you and give you a message from the divine. And I also believe that you are capable of finding your own answers in your own way as well. Yeah. So, yeah, it's 9:07. Gonna drink some coffee and some mate, and yeah. All right. Always more than one card. All right. Let's see how many people actually came through to chat. Cool. We had 29 people come through. Wow. "29 people came through, and we had a maximum of 25 people were here. Wow!" That was at about... I started at 5:45. That was at about 6:55, maybe? 5:45, 6:45, 7:45, 8:45, 9:45. Okay, so I've got about half an hour left. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so top 12 people. Shout out to Akmor, number 1. Big love to you. Thank you for contributing to the chat today. The Tigress Guides Taro, thank you as well for contributing to chat. B Abbott, shout out to you. Ken Marky Vlog 9984, shout out to you as well. Ghost Sublime Animations, Carmelita Hawkins, Shirley, Aubrey Wilson, Nice MX 170, Zoe Kimber, Jane, and V Dreaming. To everybody else, cheers for stopping through. What's love got to do with it? Got to do with it. What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Do da 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 ba la di do do. Bow bow. All right. Hold on. Ooh. I don't know. I had 1,140 when I started tonight. I think thereabouts. Cool. I think I got 9 subscribers today. Just now. I think. I never know. Until after the fact. But yeah. So, just very quickly, who would like the reading? Let's just make it simple. If you'd like a reading, just put me in chat right now. Like, I'll just do it like that. Might cap it with time, not with anything else. So, all right, Akmon, let's go. You're first. All right, energy check for Akmon, please. Past, present, and future energy. Ooh. Akmon, is it right that you're sitting in the energy of delayed communication? Or slowed communication? This comes on the back of you not having been able to meet somebody halfway. And so this energy is your energy being... It's like everything that you're offering gets to the halfway point, but that's all it gets to. It's like the door has not been opened on the other side. Where are we going with this, Spirit? Okay, so moving into the future, right. We actually get the Strength card here. It does come out as love. Ooh. Yeah, this is the Strength card because I'm seeing Leo on one of the pillars and the fire on that other pillar. So it's so peaceful. Oh, you got 4 cards in total. Look, this card here feels like this is the first card that came out in the full 22 card spread. So it's interesting that this is in your future energy. This full reading may be your future energy, the full 22 card spread. I don't know how it's going to resonate with you, but I can tell you that there's a truth on the horizon. There's a truth on its way to a confirmation or a clarification of exactly how you can go through this process again, but not be met with the standstills and not be met with the miscommunications. It's like this is going to be the last time that you try for this thing, and then it's going to be just something that you carry with you moving forward. So it's like you tried to apply yourself to something that didn't fully make it through. You kind of have the energy of a victory, but also you have the energy of giving something up. And then when the 8 of Wands comes out, the stopping communication, the delay in communication, that's where it's like, okay, well, are you going to keep chasing this thing outside of yourself, or are you actually going to give yourself the same experience that you have been giving to others? Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's you. That's your reading. Akamon. Ghost, Sublime Animations, are you here? Akamon, all good with that? Do you have any questions? Do you need any clarity? But other than that, you should be. That's literally should give you the confirmations that you need. 90% of the big reading, I've already started to move forward. Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Ghost Sublime Animations, you're up next. Past, present, and future. Okay, Ghost, are you sitting in the energy of a new beginning, or are you sitting in the energy of indecision right now? If it's indecision, it comes on the back of you having chosen to walk a new path. Maybe it's like the Fool energy, except it's a little bit more you. Both kinda. Well, they came out together, so I've got the Two of Wands in the reverse here in the middle, so I ask you to give you the chance to steer this, but yeah. All right. Definitely new beginnings. Are the new beginnings in your past and you've been making progress forward, or are the new beginnings happening now and it came on the back of you having made a choice? That's sort of what I'm deliberating between. Anyway, I'll just read what I'm seeing. Walking away sucks, doesn't it? Putting space between your dreams and your reality can be very grounding. Sometimes it can be difficult. When you are investing a lot of your energy, when you are trusting that the universe will show you exactly what it is that you need so that you can move forward, this can be where you put a lot of trust and hope in the dream, in the vision. I recognize that before I get your future card, we did have temperance at the bottom. We did have patience at the bottom. So I recognize that you've been able to slow things down to understand why it is happening to you the way that it is happening to you. Whatever it is that's happening to you. The Empress. And she's holding grain. Yeah, it feels like pregnancy. It feels like a harvest. Get the fly. It feels like a harvest. My condolences to you. This suddenly feels like a termination. Ghost, it feels like, I don't know, it feels like the energy that I'm looking at here, it feels like some choice was taken away from you, and Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, it's like, it had the potential to derail you completely. Like this energy that I'm looking at here, it feels like literally the goddess had to step in to redirect you, to realign you. The Ace of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Six of Wands. You almost didn't come through. Hecate may be important to you. Morrigan, the Kali, Isis, Faye, I'm not sure. Your blockages are being creased, being ironed out. Your energy is being returned to you. The Two of Wands in the reverse is being passed. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Kalima. That was heavy, dude. Or dudette. Ghost Sublime. Very heavy there. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, please, for every person that comes into this moment, please energize them, please protect them, please heal them, as only you can. Give them the right words, the right encouragement, the right support from the universe around them, the world around them, and allow the energy that's inside of this field to sustain people through their own journeys. Did I get it? No. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. Wah wah, oh wow, down. Oh, my shadow's the only one that walks beside me. Too late, I walk alone. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Okay, thank you. All right. Where's my energy? How's my energy? The Devil in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Detached and unburdened. But double Saturn energy, Capricorn to Sagittarius energy. That's so interesting. Ready to go. I'm ready to go. Is that a yes or a no? Are you ready to go? All right. Top 12. Top 12 chatters. Who is still here? Who else wanted a reading from the top 12 chatters? Top 12 chatters. Thank you, Tigress. That was literally like, people have literally said me, and I can't remember who. Tigress, you're number 2, so you, of course. BB was next. I don't know about that. Top 12. BB, are you in the top 12? Oh, yeah, you are. You must have knocked V Dreaming out. Oh, well, there you go. Oh, I don't do orders. I don't do orders. Sometimes I'll even get a vibe to just disconnect, and I don't answer. I don't answer to anybody. Typically it's a vibe thing. And it's free. The moment that I decide I don't want to do it anymore, it stops. No. Tigress, it's fine. I'm just talking. Hey, taking offense is a personal choice. I personally would rather take an Ace of Wands than take offense, but that's just me. Alright, I'm gonna smoke my medication, so if you'll excuse me, I will be right back. Short intermission. Okay. I'm back. Thank you, everybody, for chatting with each other, keeping each other company. I love and adore that. Okay. Go to channel analytics. Oh my gosh, we reached 1,150 subscribers. Woo! We did it! Ah! Lol. To come back to the reading, I was going to do a reading for Tigress. Tigress, I'm drawn to the Animal Magic Tarot. And while I was smoking my medicine, I had a quick look at your page. And I want to say congratulations if you're still on your journey of looking after your lungs. Huge shout out to you. Are you American by chance? Yes, you are. I don't know why my chat is not updating here, but it's updating over here. That's all right. No, it's all right. No, I'm not shouting you out for the shout out back at all. My personal calling here in this plane is to find leaders who are leading themselves towards their highest purpose, their highest intention, so that either they can see something in my life, my expression, that they want to adopt for themselves, or that they want to steer clear of. I believe that this journey is better done when everybody appears in the field as themselves, with humility or with pride, whatever it is. I believe that we can all take what we need from that shared experience. So I want to say screen went blank. I don't know if I just disconnected or not for a little bit. But yeah, what you just said, I also believe we should help each other, help others help themselves. 100%. That's where I'm at as well. That's literally what I feel called to. So let me just reconnect to the internet, the Wi-Fi. Maybe that will solve the problem. Okay, all good? All good? All good? All good? I'm back. Okay. I'm back. Cool. Okay. All right. So, Tigress. The bottom of the deck was the Death card. That did come out in the reverse inside this reading, so maybe this reading overall was for you as well. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's see. Information for Tigress. Current energy. Current energy for Tigress. Feels good. Feels like it feels like there's an opportunity rolling towards you. Ooh, okay. 5 of Pentacles, past energy, present energy, 2 of Cups, sitting with the 7 of Cups at the bottom. So let me know if this is resonating with you, first of all, Tigress. But yeah, Akmon, have a good sleep. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one. Tigress, it feels as though past energies leading to current energies, you've been in the energy of trying to stabilize yourself, trying to bring your energy to a point, trying to focus your energy to a point in front of you so that you can stabilize and include more parts of yourself. It's like you've been going through an experience of seeing what things get to come with you to your next part of your journey and what things you're choosing to leave behind, knowing that you will spiral back to it eventually, because our lives do sort of unfold the way that trees give their rings. We eventually do circle back around to things, and we are given the opportunity by the universe to recognize, is this something that you want, or is this something that you actually let go at the right time and then moving into your future? I'm seeing a yes, so I'm going to continue. Your future energy is layers of an onion. Yeah, like the layers of an onion. And so even if you recognize that you're being challenged to drop things that are a little bit more comfortable, you can still choose when you come back around to pick it up if you feel like it was actually something that helped you. Like, woo! It's like choosing between joining a swimming pool, 3 of Pentacles. Joining a swimming pool or joining a gym that has like extra facilities, or joining something that's specifically going to help you move into your next objective. It's like the universe is providing for you opportunities to work together with people, even your ancestors, even family, to build this stability and connection properly. It's like coming through, you're on a mission to make sure that the experiences that you had in the past don't necessarily need to be experienced in the same way. So you are a light worker who has been integrating the experiences to be able to move forward well, properly, peacefully, harmoniously. Yeah. Okay. So you constantly enter into a space where you feel comfortable inside of the field, and then that's where spirit maybe brings people to your attention, and then it prompts you to push further, to go further, which leaves me to tell you that your pentacle energy sits inside of 8. So it's like mastery. I would check your chart to see where you've got Capricorn placements or even Virgo placements. Check your 7th house and your 10th house placements. There may be extra information in those placements for you, for your life. Also, Saturn did come through a lot inside of this message, so maybe you will be able to use this next 30-year cycle of Saturn from this Aries moment that we're in onwards, and the next 30 years of your life are going to be the 30 years that you're looking forward to. Cap, rising, and Venus. Yeah. So the way that you choose to, so with your rising, the way that you choose to meet the world is the way that the world meets you, which is why when you get comfortable, you start looking for more and how and when, right? I've got 3 cap placements, so I know that vibe. That's all right. 7th house would be oh no, sorry, 6th house. I meant service and refinement, and 10th house is career and reputation. Taurus moon. Okay, so you feel through stability as well, and you express or feel comfortable when you're able to express yourself as well. Yeah. So you're on a path to being and staying yourself. That's it. That's your reading. All right. I literally have 2 minutes left on my timer, so I'm going to say apologies to anybody else who wanted a reading in the here and now, but I've reached my quota. People who enjoyed today, I can either come back tomorrow and just do general readings if you'd prefer. If you didn't get one today, same time, till the same time. But ultimately, I need to go get myself some food, people. And yeah, 4 hours was my limitation for today, and I'm humbled and I'm blown away by you all, honestly. Yeah. So really quickly, I'll extend just a little bit. How many people didn't get a reading and wanted a reading? Just put an emoji into the chat. And yeah. No dramas, nice MX. BB, I do know that you wanted one. I do know that Nice wanted one. There's literally 2 cards coming out. So 4 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Pentacles. To the people who didn't get a message but maybe needed one, I just want to say that when you recognize that in the past you've been a place where you've been nurturing yourself, maybe nurturing others, when you recognize that you have been in charge of how your energy is expressed, how your energy is perceived, and how your energy is received, this is where you integrate that message and you give yourself the opportunity to recognize that you can move your energy the way that you want to. You can become the energy worker inside of your own world and not necessarily need to focus on pushing that energy outside of yourself. I do want to say in the here and now, the future does look like your passions stabilize and your energy ultimately moves to a point where you're able to focus on what is bringing you joy, bringing you light, bringing you energy, rather than bleeding it from you. I do see that by you choosing to align with yourself, by you choosing to align with your destiny, this is how you continue to stay inside of that stable foundation of the 4 of Wands. So in the here and now, I hope that this helps the people that didn't get individual energy check readings. But yeah, thank you so much for catching up with me in the here and now. And yeah, all the love and light to you to do with what you like. And hopefully you are all able to catch up with me on the next one, because tonight was an absolute pleasure. And beneath the deck for those 3 cards was the 10 of Pentacles. So as long as you stay focused on your mission, your plan, your purpose for this lifetime, just know that you'll get there. It may take you a while to reach all of the gold, all of the diamonds, but just know that the journey is yours and it is worth it. When you get there, you won't recognize yourself. You'll love it. So just trust in the experience, let go of the things that are too heavy to hold, and know that you will arrive at the legacy that you build each and every single day. With each of the choices you make today, that builds the tomorrow that you will live in. So love and light to you all. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good evening. And yeah, I love you so much and I'm so proud of you. Thank you for clicking on this live, and thank you for clicking on this page, and thank you for choosing yourself, choosing to improve yourself so that we all can have an improved experience together. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I'm saying good night, and yeah, I'll catch you all on the next one. Keep being beautiful. Keep being catalysts for your own lives, and yeah, don't let anyone steal your shine. You're beautiful. Bye.